Well, cult's what, end of April somewhere you have it? Who knows?
It's somewhere. It'll have.
But you had something I thought you said that was going to be some event you had said, but maybe not. I thought you had said it that day.
I was watching Steve Irwin videos today.
He died there, like the celebration was a couple days ago.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Because people have been posting stuff about him the last
Him on his appearance on Jay Leno is pretty great.
We're live. Watch your Steve Irwin comments.
Oh. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, I was about to say it through the heart.
Spooks.
Put on the comment.
He's gonna be laughing the rest of the night. Now you got him going.
How could you?
Yeah.
He likes it.
Thomas, with how long did you get to your show and everything just fine, time wise and everything? That's good. Where was? You went there, right?
No.
Is it in Milwaukee?
I have no idea. I didn't go.
You didn't go.
It was in Brown Deer, so it's like a 20-minute drive for me.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Mert's got his spies. They have misinformation they're feeding him.
Misinformation campaign.
I have a lot of.
All right.
Mert, you are the master of doors, since I am trapped in this inferior seating position compared to you.
I feel like we should have the
the
soundtrack.
Well, there's nobody
Yeah,
here.
I think that's
they
cool.
all
They leave. Oh, leave them open then.
But
Okay.
for
Well,
what's
let's
going to
keep the airflow.
transpire.
Yeah.
It also keeps the cats out and that
I mean, who wants to keep the cats out?
scary Roomba thing when it
What are you
feeds.
talking about, Mert?
The cats won't come in.
Yeah, they will never come in.
No,
They watch us though.
I think Mert's afraid of their cats.
I've had cats all my life
I mean, Kitty might come in.
until
Briefly, but
the
not
boys and my mom. My mom watched us when Emily and I were celebrating our anniversary, and it was storming, and the cat ran out and was never seen again.
And that's why these doors are closed right now.
And now I don't have another
Worst
cat.
thing I've ever heard.
It was pretty bad. She felt pretty bad. I did not.
She should. Okay. You've got you got Thane. Oh boy.
The name of Thane?
Name of Thane.
It is something with a G.
Garen.
Garen?
Jareth?
Participle?
Gareth.
There was a spearman
Gareth?
named
That's
Ori
probably
and a
it.
Thane named Garen.
Garen, I think Garen was the thing that came up with.
Right.
Jareth?
No. Chris Jericho.
Jareth?
Jericho?
Is that
Joke?
in Labyrinth? Isn't he Jareth?
Could be.
What is Goblin King?
I've barely watched that movie. Like, I've seen it, but
barely watched.
I don't know, it creeps me out too much. I've always liked Muppets, and seeing them all blend together with David Bowie.
What?
Scared me. It scares me. Still to this day. Give me Neverending Story.
When you put in the Doom
all day.
soundtrack, it can only go up. Turn it down.
That's right.
I think it's the same day that you charmed the Thane and murdered the Spearman.
Right, and we told the Thane that Spearman left town. We convinced him to stick around for a couple weeks.
Oh yeah.
Because we're gonna deal with the Jarl.
Are you
Okay.
charmed in your bedroom right now?
It's not my bedroom.
I think it's his bedroom.
Now here's the thing.
Is he tied up?
No, because he's charmed.
I thought about maybe like bringing all the existing town people and just having them
Make an
stay
army.
in the Great Hall for like 2 weeks.
How they gonna live and piss and
For protection?
I don't care. We did the ship thing. You know, they survived.
We had like somebody making magical food.
How long? We just need it for you to heal up, right?
Yeah, we did.
We just need him to
In
stay.
Stars Without Number?
Oh, fuck. I thought you were talking about Godbound.
No.
I wasn't there for that on Star Without Number. I have no idea what you guys did.
They survived.
Most of them.
Yeah, most of them.
There was just one that Mert
And there
crushed.
was a lot of shit that needed to be cleaned up. But my concern is that if we do that and there's a raid and they discover that we're all in the Great Hall,
Burn
they'll
the
just
fucking
like
place.
burn down everything.
Kill everyone.
Yeah. I mean, what is the Great Hall made out of?
Wood.
Is it fucking wood?
Yep.
This town sucks.
I mean, it's right next to a forest. But
Yeah.
what do you want to accomplish by putting him in a hall?
Yeah, what does that accomplish? If anything, it just gives.
I'm just trying to figure out your angle. Is it to protect them?
We need these people to stay in this town.
You just want to lock them inside the hall. Though.
I want to protect them.
It sounds like you want to bar them in there. And
How
lock
do
the
you
door.
protect them then, Captain Protector Phil? Tell me.
Captain Protector. That'll be a name once.
Now, if we could come up with a way to dissuade
We have to kill the Jarl.
the Jarl from raiding for a couple weeks.
He's a madman. He's
Maybe you can make a
crazy.
deal. Maybe you can be convinced.
I don't believe so.
Can you reason with
No, you're
insanity?
right.
Thank you.
You're right.
Mine's here.
You need another insane man to do that.
What is his goal? What does he want?
We don't. We have to.
We
go,
should
We
send
gotta parlay with him.
you to join his group and spy on him.
Yeah.
Him is in Dobbin.
You could take all the credit for the dead spearman.
I don't think Dobbin will be very well received. She's got horns that are gonna start growing more and
Can we
more.
poison them? What if we have like
A feast.
a poison keg or something laid just out there and they come and take it as
Well,
I had
part
an
of a
idea.
raid?
They always go to the inn and they demand food and drink.
Right, we can poison it.
Well, we don't know how suspicious the Jarl is. He might have some lowly.
He's
men
got some
taste
tasters.
Who knows?
I doubt it.
I don't know.
Well, worst case, then we kill a couple of his men.
I think he tastes first and asks questions last.
Taste first.
Yeah, we can bank on that. So
Are you?
there's
so
got to
you-
be some like mushrooms, poison, or
But
berries.
once
or
that happens, I doubt it's going to kill all of them. The ones that are left are going to be
Doesn't-
really mad.
I think we could maybe take a couple of them. I know it's against our ethos, but we could maybe kill a couple.
You think there's only going to be a couple left?
It sounds like it's
Fine.
exactly
What
in
is your plan?
ethos.
God damn it!
Sounds like exactly in your ethos.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
we
we
okay
don't
now?
kill people in open combat. We wait till they're sleeping.
That's the ethos. That's
our
just not moral to kill open combat. You gotta be asleep.
Yeah, that way they don't feel anything.
Okay, good point.
The more innocent, the better
Yeah.
for Dobbin.
So, you don't have a plan.
I'm just thinking.
I mean, we can all agree that us just charging in there is certain
Maybe,
death.
Yeah.
Why don't we all just
Yeah.
try to
I
join?
mean, so far,
Everybody join.
What? Then we're just
it
join.
doesn't help us.
Yeah.
Then we kill them.
But we want to build up
How?
the town. There's no money in it for us just being part of them.
How are we gonna kill him?
We're gonna have to.
You just came up with this stupid, simple first part of your plan, and that was it.
Well, we get there, we join them. Weren't you gonna like try to fucking magic bomb their asses?
That's after 2 weeks.
Just spend 2 weeks joining.
And right now, I'm Benjamin Button. Why would they even take me?
Tell them you're
Actually,
a
how many?
magician.
He's insane. He probably just cut off my head or something.
Could be.
Bring me Benjamin Button's head.
Okay, we need.
It's gonna be like Mimir or something, and he's Odin. He's just gonna have my head on his belt, and he's gonna talk to me.
I like it.
All right, well maybe we just send a forward scouting party to
How many-
join up and spy. And then
That was
come in.
his original plan. He was gonna send you.
Yeah.
How many raid at a time? Is the whole crew?
No. Because the Jarls never come. I thought it was like
6.
5 or 6, maybe. I mean, I'm sure we could find out.
Oh, there's got to be more than that.
Or was
5 or
the
6
poison
men?
idea is so far the smartest. Could at least like weaken them.
Remember when you guys had bad water?
We could give them
Bad
bad
water.
Yeah.
Bad water.
Pay it forward.
But the river is flowing, so that you couldn't get the bad water from there.
Well,
You got water and poison it, but
I mean, you could
Poison the river.
dump the bodies of the dead spearmen in the river.
We already did that.
Dobbin,
Oh, wait, did they go up the river?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
okay.
were-
Oh, yeah, you sent them down river.
And we were gonna cut off their faces, but we decided that wasn't necessary.
Because they'd just be gone. Who are gonna?
Yeah. Okay, so let's get some poison then. Who wants to be in charge of that?
I guess I'm a thief. But what does that matter?
You
I
just
don't know.
have to
I can
find a
handle poison, doesn't mean I can find it though.
Who knows?
Well,
who
our
knows
most likely source of poison is gonna be from nature, right?
Really?
I mean,
Poison
Probably the
berry,
forest.
poisonous berries, right?
Dobbin could go foraging for poison.
What is he? Isn't he?
He's an elven forester.
There you go. That's perfect.
You might know.
And he likes killing people.
He's just
so-
it's just gonna give them like irritation.
You don't think anyone in town is
I
like,
mean, if it makes him sick for a week, that's pretty good.
Yeah, make them stop raiding. That's
actually
all I
that's
got.
true, it doesn't have to be
It
deadly.
doesn't have to be deadly.
I could just make them want to rest for a while, which is actually exactly what we want.
That's what we want. 'Cause
Dobbin-
that's what we're doing.
So actually we want a mild poison.
Dobbin agrees
Just make
to
them
this.
think they had bad water.
And he
Give them the runs for a week.
Dobbin makes way out into the out to the wilds
Okay.
to find poison berries, mushrooms.
Fine.
Later that very same night.
Yes.
Okay.
He never rests.
All right.
It just goes out.
Of course
Can't,
not.
he can't
Little
sleep.
devil horns.
He's far
It's
past
haunted.
being able to sleep.
Yeah, the nightmares.
Okay.
Just watch people go from
Was
sleeping
it the
to
same
dead.
day? Was it the same day when I left, or did one day change?
What did you?
Where were you murdered?
I don't remember. The
Yeah.
last I remember was we bought the inn.
Oh,
We talked to the
it's been
Thane.
it's been some days, I think.
So would I have gotten more tallies then?
What?
Trying to make a
I know
make
what
a
I know what
tally.
he's talking about.
What?
I mean, Dobbin's got a lot of talent.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
should
Yeah, you can have one more tally.
I rolled 18. No, 16.
Yeah. No, that's good.
Alright.
You've earned it.
You know, I could use cantrip and slowly turn the entire forest to ash. But I don't know if
Well-
that's in our benefit.
Well, eventually you want the wall
Yeah.
No,
and,
no forest.
and thriving economy.
If the
Yeah.
Jarl doesn't have a forest, he can't live.
Okay.
He is
in
the
the
Jarl of the forest.
So Phil heads off into the woods.
Just one of me.
Yep. Looking for poison.
Looking for poison.
Okay.
Elven eyesight.
Roll a d20. You get the encounter table.
I just only picture him as a goblin. There's
It's
no
gonna
other
be a-
way to
he's
picture
gonna
him.
be a crit fail.
He's that
He
fucking
won't crit fail.
Jif-
He's got a job to do, and he knows it.
Oh,
He's
that's
that-
crit
He's
fail.
got a duty.
It's gonna be a 1 to 3.
That's a
See?
17
Screw you.
roll.
Okay.
He's Gollum.
Yeah, he's gone.
You are not harassed by any woodland creatures or bandits.
The little critters just harassing me.
They're the corrupted one.
Yeah.
They're afraid of him.
They're so afraid.
They're drawn to your corruption.
Dobbin is
You hear
this
little
thing right here.
screams.
That's what he's
Yeah, we know.
slowly.
It's like a twisted ninja turtle.
Okay. You're in an arboreal environment. Are you prioritizing berries, mushrooms? Describe your method to the best of your ability.
Do you taste them?
Yeah, yes. Include that if you taste it.
he will be Dobbin will be prioritizing mushrooms as he
Okay.
he feels that the potency and the maintainability of dryness is good.
Okay, you're an elven forester, so you probably have experience identifying non-poisonous mushrooms, because I'm sure that was a large part of your sustenance.
He knows not to eat the poison one.
Yep. Okay. So you're gonna try and find the really bad shrooms.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Maybe give them some.
I'll give that as a trained
information.
skill, so you may roll a d20.
Here we go.
That was just your encounter die, the
Right.
first d20. That was
Now
Is
he
that
crit.
true?
Now he crit fail.
No, he's got a.
Shit.
He's got a duty.
That's
It's totally. That's. I can see it from here. It's perfectly cocked.
yeah.
We'll
It
do
would
that
have
for
been
you.
a 7 or a 17. Well, yeah, it was.
Here, I'll roll it again.
Because I don't know if that stopped it, but
It was
it would have been another 17.
Oh, that's too bad.
There it
Yeah.
is.
That's a 3.
Yep.
I should have just bumped the table when it was.
That.
and said
Yep.
that.
Yep. Okay.
I got some poison mushrooms.
I ate
Some
some.
bring them back.
They're just portobello.
Well,
That could be, yeah, it could go the other way, I guess. Yeah.
And actually, if
It's
we're
just
mixing it
nothing.
with like wine or something, berries would be nice.
Yeah. Right. Instead of dropping portobello mushrooms in the
Water.
Floating
You
mushrooms.
heard of cucumber water, right? How about mushroom water? You like that?
you spend hours and hours in the woods without a trace of a mushroom.
Not a single one.
You never decide. Maybe I should just look for berries. Nope. Mushroom.
Curse my elven ancestors. They're not mushroom hunters.
You're not a cleric, are you, Phil?
I have a cleric, but this is my level 0.
Oh, Dobbin? That's right.
Dobbin's not even a
killed
character.
more things than any of
Dobbin's
us.
not even a character, but he's done the most damage.
All right, Dobbin.
My cleric is back in town.
Yeah, because I was gonna say you could earn disfavor and try and keep searching.
No one favors or disfavors.
Yeah.
Dobbin's the real main character of my crew.
I think so.
Unfortunately.
Will you push your luck or return to town? Pushing your luck could involve another roll on the encounter table, becoming severely fatigued, and possibly unable to make it back after you find them.
This could be the righteous.
Or give you a chance to find the poisonous mushrooms you're looking for.
What's that?
I mean, you're literally more expendable than anyone else. So.
Dobbin has seen what happens to those who fail to live up to expectations.
He will not go back empty-handed as well. Okay, then you may continue searching for the mushroom.
Would Artemis make me kill myself?
Yep.
As you're falling
There you
asleep,
go.
It's an 18.
Okay.
make you fall asleep on your sword.
He's holding it like right here.
Now, Dobbin, you must slit your own throat.
Birds begin chirping, signaling the coming dawn. But indeed, you find a cluster of mushrooms that you immediately can identify as ones that you've avoided in the past. A substantial cluster of them.
Very poisonous. I gather them into my bag of herbs.
Into my mouth. Yeah.
Finally, it has
Just one
Release.
That's what I'm saying. There's some like little righteous part of it that goes, must eat this to
No,
end the
he is
summer."
compelled
a denizen of chaos
to do his
now,
job.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're the outlier here.
Mert's hammer will do bonus damage to everyone else.
Yeah.
How much bonus damage, Mert?
Plus
Plus
two.
two.
Wow, that's my HP.
Yep.
Oh, this is level
Mert
0.
could miss you, and like the air from it could kill you.
Righteous air.
That's awesome. Okay, I assume for the rest of you guys, you rest for the evening. Okay.
Yep.
Are we sleeping in the Great Hall tonight?
Yeah.
Okay.
I suppose so.
My character will act that he's mostly unaware of what's going on. He's been so busy.
No, I don't want to hear about it. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Well, and Dobbin is a minor character in the story. So
Not a
it's not
minor
really-
character.
I mean, I don't know about that.
Well, you know
Pretty
that.
much
He serves a large role.
he has
Like,
a
have I
pivotal role.
witnessed
quite a
any
bit.
of his murders? No. So,
I don't think that you have.
No. The centaurs, I wasn't there. The
No.
bandits, I wasn't
Well,
there.
he didn't murder any centaurs.
Oh, bandits he murdered.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like in Shadow of the Demon Lord, where you kill me, bro. You let them come for me in the night.
Yeah.
It's impossible. to
No,
stop
that's
eating
actually
these.
how Shadow the Demon Lord started. I missed that. You guys went through the mine and murdered people. I come in and I think everything's righteous and good, and I didn't
I
know
stole
about any
from-
of the murders.
That was like self-defense in the mines.
Okay.
You started an uprising.
On the train.
We're
You slaves or something?
Yeah.
No, we were
we're
just workers.
miners.
No, we were just miners going
But
back
it
to
was
the,
like
back to the
unfair
home.
conditions or something.
Sure, I mean, it was like,
That
poor
justifies
wages.
anything.
And then it was a bloodbath. Everybody died. Everyone on the train except for us died.
Yeah, lone survivor.
That XP though.
All of the dwarves, everyone.
You were unbreakable.
Yeah, you fabricated an unbreakable. There was this horrible crash.
Oh yeah.
Everyone died.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, my character
That was
worshipped the devil.
Mr.
I
Glass
remember that.
right there the whole
Yeah.
time.
Wow.
Anyways.
Amazing. Okay, so you guys get the benefit of your rest, except for Dobbin, who comes back with. So not only did he murder all of the guys the previous day, then he just spent the whole night looking for poisonous mushrooms.
He's an agent of death.
Yeah. Okay. You've got 15 pounds of poisonous mushroom.
Alright.
You got like you picked like the
15
whole
pounds
you
of
picked,
mushroom!
You picked the whole grove. Yep.
That's quite a bit.
Yeah, that's like my sack is filled to bursting. I'm sure it's just of mushrooms.
Oh boy.
There's gonna be some gnome that comes after to kill you, and you just ruined his home.
Maybe.
Do gnomes live in a
I'm
patch
not
of poisonous
are that.
mushroom?
What?
Are they that small?
Why would what?
Even mushrooms.
This
Maybe
this was back when D&D
Back
was
when
real.
Yeah.
Maybe they
Gnomes
eat Smurfs.
lived in the
They live in
15 pounds of
mushrooms.
mushroom.
Yeah, poisonous mushroom. So Ziggy informed me
Yep.
that if I were to reduce any of my attributes below 3,
Right.
I would probably get like a permanent.
Well, I think
Ability.
that's like a D&D thing. I think you can't go lower than 3 in normal D&D. 3's the lowest your attribute
This
can go.
isn't D&D.
I know.
You
What I'm saying.
that.
So there's a logic that if you go lower, there has to be some sort of punishment.
Go lower.
I wasn't asking for you to
Some sort of
defend his
punishment.
choice.
What is your-
I'm just explaining it.
So what is your
Something
stuff
said-
at right
10
now?
XP, Bert. Crap all over him. Alright.
I'm just
What's your stats at right now?
You can't go any further in D&D.
It doesn't. I'm just saying, if I want to avoid that, we'll have to wait even longer.
It's in 2 weeks.
If I don't care about that, we can do it in 9 days. If I care about that, it's 15 days. Yeah. So, I guess we'll see how the climate is.
Yeah, we'll see how sick they get.
Yeah.
But we won't really see.
No.
Okay. So you've got your poison mushrooms.
I want to find out if the handle poison skill is like for making poison out of poisonous stuff.
We're just handling it, not
I
poison.
can look it up.
Handle poison?
As well.
It's a thief skill.
Okay.
That's what you're gonna say.
Probably in the thief spot.
Think you know?
Usually
Well,
they
it
have
actually does say.
description. The sheets just say the basic stuff that you can do.
Anytime a thief uses poison, he must make a DC 10 safety check. On a failure, he accidentally poisons himself. Check is made each time poison is applied to a blade or other surface.
Oh, okay.
Is food a surface?
Yeah.
Would a non-thief have worse odds?
Yeah, probably.
Yep.
But this isn't really a poison.
No, it's a mushroom.
It's a food.
It's not like a deadly poison. How can we
Right.
turn it into?
Not like
it's not like a
acid or
liquid
something
or
like that.
something.
Can
No.
we turn it into a deadly poison?
Maybe if we
Like,
like
condense it,
use
like
a
boil
mortar
it?
and pestle or
Just like turn it into a powder and spread it
yeah,
out.
something like that.
spread it
Yeah,
on
we
stew
could
and
maybe
meat.
do that.
Make up some sandwiches.
Right.
Mushroom
Well,
sandwiches.
let's see what the innkeeper gives him.
What did you get?
Yeah.
Oh wait, I
We'll
will
find out.
Dobbin
Well,
no wait.
He'll be on our side unless he's the spy.
You down witness.
He's my friend.
Yeah, the
Oh, yeah.
innkeeper gave them like a.
And
Like a
eventually,
food or
everyone in this
something.
town will be my devoted friend.
Actually, that's a good way to find
So
the
what?
spy.
What did the innkeeper? What does he give to the raids?
He gives them like flanks of meat,
Okay.
ale,
All right.
and sometimes stew.
All right. So we could
That
dose
stew.
all that shit.
You just put
Stew's the
mushrooms in that
easiest
stew.
Stew's
one.
the easiest,
Mhm.
sure. But you know, if they recognize the mushrooms,
Yeah.
gig is up.
Yeah, so we want to
So
powder
the
them.
powder.
They are
goes
the
back.
forest ones for sure.
You want to powder them. You want to cook them in, and you want to drop them in.
Probably
Yeah.
probably drop them in
It's
after
like when
the food has been cooked.
It's like in Moe or in the Simpsons Hamlet when Moe's like, maybe you want to feel up the curtains a little bit, and he's just got poison on everything.
Yeah.
Don't cook the mushroom.
When was the last raid?
I think it was about 4 days ago or 3 days ago.
Okay. Well, we want to be ready. So
Probably getting hungry. Might as well
Yeah.
get to cooking.
yeah, get to cook.
How do they know? Like, there's always going to be food.
Because I mean,
Because there'll be
Where
consequences
does
if there
this-
aren't.
Yeah.
Where does this food come from?
So how
Who's
how do
providing for this town?
Let's ask
Carrot guy?
Carrot guy.
it's just actually tough to time out. Like, we have to anticipate when they're going to come.
And then we gotta like quickly like powder our poison.
Well,
on
let's ask
food.
the innkeeper. Like,
They didn't go in the inn though.
No, let's ask him.
They just
like,
yelled out.
Let's ask him like, in these days, how long is it common to keep food? Like, he serve a few day old meat,
Yeah.
and people like accept.
I
it,
mean ale. That doesn't go bad.
right? Can we put mushrooms in ale?
Powder.
mushroom powder and ale. There's some
Mushroom powder ale.
powder floating on top of the first inch of this ale. Whatever.
There might be floating stuff in this old timey beer,
Yeah, probably. I mean, they don't have this.
I mean it dissolves, doesn't it?
like
Mushrooms?
yeast or stuff.
I don't know if you grind it up.
I actually got a beer.
Have you ever put mushroom powder in beer?
No.
So how do
But
you
I'm
know?
saying-
How do you know?
But I'm
Dobbin's
saying
unfamiliar with
I
stuff.
had a beer I bought a beer recently where it had floating stuff in it. It's apparently somewhat common.
Hopefully that was intended.
Yeah,
I researched. I was like, what is this shit?
And like
Unfiltered,
like,
they call it.
like pulp and
Okay.
orange
It's
juice.
like,
well, I'm sure this is unfiltered.
Right. So I'm sure in the old times
There's
actually
all sorts of
probably
nasty
pretty common.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So I think no one would notice a little bit of powder.
And I'm sure they all drink ale, so we should just dose the hell out of this beer.
Yeah. All right. Let's get the crushing.
All right.
Okay. You're gonna need to get your equipment, and then we're gonna need to know who's doing the crushing.
I could do the crushing.
Dobbin
Yeah.
hands you a
I'm
sack.
assuming Artemis is not leaving the safety of the Great Hall for a while.
No.
He's like possessed Theoden up there. He's
Yeah.
just sitting on
Yes,
his
on the
throne. That's perfect.
He's just shacked up with the Jarl.
No, the Thane. Yeah, who's his
He's
best
my
friend. Yeah. Convinced that they'll save the town together. Just with a huge handicap now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, whose equipment? Do we got pounding shit?
There's one mortar and
Innkeeper
pestle in the
probably
Great
has it.
Hall.
There you go. We got it for
You
you.
got one.
That's all we need.
That's all you need.
Alright.
I have time.
Day and night grinding mushrooms. Okay.
I mean, does it take day and night?
It'll probably take a whole day, and your hands will be sore and maybe a little crusted with mushroom powder.
All right.
Okay. Okay. Does anybody else leave the Great Hall that day?
My priest is gonna try to like befriend the townspeople and get them to stay.
Okay.
Like preach at them or something.
Okay. The first group you encounter says, "We heard the spearmen left town. Is that true?"
How many people did leave town? How many did we kill?
Well, I mean, you know as truth that they did not leave town.
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, we threw them in the river, right?
Yep.
Well, one of us did. Wasn't my character.
All that matters is that we're safe here.
Okay, so you ignore the question, but say we're
Yes.
safe in town.
Yeah.
Okay.
Safer than out on the road.
And this is your cleric preaching this.
Yes. Trying
Okay.
to do some good to offset the chaos.
Oh,
that entered
and
his life.
so you see you went into town, so that means you're gonna get your effect from your disfavor. You're gonna see something and be convinced.
Oh yeah, that was what
need-
was it?
Yeah, I
It
need to
was,
know that effect again.
I remember.
And I'm going for the.
So I'm gonna
on the shield.
Okay.
I'm gonna see like an item, like some item will glow. Some item that somebody's carrying is going to glow like brightly to me with like a holy light kind of.
Okay.
And I'm going to be compelled. I'm gonna steal it and give it to somebody else. Somebody specific. I don't know.
Well, this is a perfect time for you to be convincing them that you're a good person.
It's safe in town. I just
Give
grab
me
some
that
guys,
Okay.
some woman's purse.
What do you got going on in there?
I know.
That's
Okay.
glad you remember.
Okay. So you're explaining this, and there's a gentleman who's just nodding warily, like, "Oh, okay, well, if you say so, good cleric." And you see he's wearing a ring on his finger, and you become convinced of your vision that's not for him to have. You must have it and give it to whoever. I forget.
I don't even know who it is. It's just
No,
you
right,
decide.
right.
Look it up. No, there's no look up.
I'm gonna look it up, Phil,
All right, look it up.
and you're gonna get told.
I'm gonna get told. Okay.
Fact checking him right now.
Fact check you. Fact check my ass.
Oh god. Disapproval.
Okay.
It's just like a silver ring.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if I can cast a spell to make it drop it.
Got it. Trying to get rings off this guy figure?
I am.
He'll slice off his finger if need be.
I
Okay.
don't see this anywhere.
God, what a thing! What a thing my God asks of me to steal this man's silver ring. Well, okay. How far is this
Hard
man
thing
from
to
me?
get.
Is this man nearby? Is he like one of the men I'm talking to?
Oh yeah, he's like standing 6-7 feet from you.
All right. I walk up to him. I'm gonna place my hand on his shoulder.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cast a spell on him.
Nice.
God, why can't I?
God,
Oh,
why
God, my
can't
God.
I?
need the reed.
I just say the world is filled with many mysteries, and I'm gonna cast paralysis on him.
like
Perfect.
crippling paralysis out of nowhere.
God works in
Bad
mysterious
luck, man.
ways.
Bad luck. Okay.
Alright, so
That's awesome.
do I roll the manifestation first or before or after the actual attempt?
Manifestation.
So, like, what it looks like.
Oh, yeah, go ahead and do that first.
Alright. That's... Why am I throwing cock dice? Throwing cock dice over here. 2, okay. Black ropey binds.
Oh my god.
Springing out of your fingertips as they coil around his shoulder.
God works in mysterious ways.
Oh my god.
Alright, here's
What
my
the
roll.
fuck?
Horrifying.
Ooh.
You are chaos, man.
Incarnate.
Okay, so that's an 18. So...
Nice.
Alright, so...
You will stay in town. It's
Declare-
safe for you.
You ain't going anywhere.
Okay, let's see.
People are going to be leaving in droves after this.
Oh, you know you suffer -4 penalty to all actions.
Oh shit, was
So
that...
that'll
That was
include
until
the
I
spell?
did this.
That'll include
That's
Okay, that'd be a 14. That's okay. The cleric's hands and melee weapons are charged with the energy of paralysis.
Okay, your hand's already on the gentleman's shoulder.
Charge remains for 1d4 plus CL rounds.
Okay.
CL.
Yeah, it just
Cleric
says he's compelled to steal it and deliver it to another. So
Okay.
whatever you decide.
Any attack made by the cleric during this period delivers normal damage plus paralysis. The target fails a will save. Paralyzed creatures unable to move or take any physical action for 1d6 plus cleric level round. So I guess my hands are also infused. So I guess this would be my attack, so to speak.
Yep. It automatically hits.
Okay.
It's already touching him.
And I reach for his hand.
And he
hold
says,
it.
like, he's paralyzed for how long?
That's gonna be 1d6 plus 1. 2 rounds.
Okay. About 20 seconds.
Oh.
He just folds to the ground. His, like, hand is just limply sticking into the air.
Wasn't this in like a group?
Yeah.
Safe.
It's mine.
You there, young lady. I claim you as well.
I think you're chaos now.
Yep, that's great.
So it lasts.
No, he's convinced he's doing this for Aventura.
right. Oh yeah. So
Yeah, it's all good then.
It's a delusion.
Yeah.
My ability to do this lasts for.
Thomas, we
2
gotta
rounds.
get diluted.
So how many other people were here with me?
I'll say there was like a group of 4 or 5. 5 people who are here. You gonna bless all of them as well?
I only have one more round to try, so I don't think I can quite touch them all.
Touch them. Bless them.
Okay, actually I do that. I turn to somebody else and I say bless you when I touch them.
It's like John putting
Yeah, like
puts something in
black
your
ropey
mouth.
binds will come out.
Okay.
Like snake around the.
You're supposed to make them think safe.
Yep. You recover the ring.
Yeah, this is gonna cause him to flee town.
Who's the most dangerous man?
I'm gonna show
His
you.
whole purpose was to keep them
Yeah,
thinking it's safe.
but he had
I forgot about my
Yeah.
the curse of my god.
Yep. All right. You know that there is a regional leader for the cult of Aventur in Altstead,
Ooh my god, Alstead.
and you are convinced that he would need this gift.
He needs this gift. All right.
So that's a mere 200 miles to the north.
Stanton was
You
how much
start
more?
running.
100 miles?
Yes, it's halfway to Altstead.
That's even further than Stanton.
Yes,
All right.
but
You start
Altstead is much larger than Stanton.
Oh, okay.
Stanton is not the largest town in the region.
Well, Aventura works in mysterious ways. Then I start shuffling quickly away.
Okay. They scream, the ones who aren't paralyzed. And then when the ones who become unparalyzed return, they also like, "Ah!" and they flee.
Okay, so I'm compelled to try to get this to Ulfstead.
This
Yes.
can't be like a net benefit for your deity. Like those people are gonna hate Aventura now.
He's the god of riddles and mysteries.
Oh.
They are sure
It's a
mystery to come now.
Fucking mystery.
They got lots of
They're
riddles
mystery
going on.
to
in their
find.
head.
Yeah. They'll never
lot-
forget this.
They think I'm mysterious.
They've seen his power in action.
Well, okay, Theodom's gonna go back to the Great Hall.
Okay. Each day that you do not set out for Altstead, you will have to pass a will save that will get more difficult.
Alright.
And you have -4 on everything you do.
Yeah. Well, Theoden's gonna go to the Great Hall and he's gonna
speak to King Theoden.
He's gonna speak to Artemis.
Theoden.
I must leave.
Go then.
My god calls me. Okay, goodbye.
Be gone!
Alright. Theoden is going to...
Prep himself to leave.
Yeah, he's gonna look for the wagon and horses.
Yes! Up and takes it willingly without telling anything.
They took our horses.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
All we have is a
You
wagon.
have to pull the wagon on your back.
Alright,
That's a true test of your faith.
That's a
Theoden is compelled by his god to go 200 miles north to Ulfstead.
You could take Carrot Guy's mule.
Oh yeah,
You won't be eating this as you put your hand.
Thick blacky ropes.
That might just be the signature effect. I won't even have you roll for it.
oh my god.
In fact, I'd let that DM's offering you a deal. You can pick that as the signature appearance for your paralysis to gain a small bonus to the roll.
What, if it's just those creepy
The black rope.
ropes?
Yes.
Alright.
You can consider it Amontour's manifestation of the spell.
Okay,
ropes.
Yep.
Well, Theoden looks for the Carrot Man.
Okay. He's in the marketplace, as you found him when you first entered Cohagen.
I say, how much money would I have to pay you to accompany me 200 miles north to Ulfstead?
He shrugs and says, "A couple gold pieces."
Okay, I fish out 2 gold pieces.
He wants
You're
out of
it! I fish out 2 gold pieces and say, bring your mule and carrots. We're going
Right now?
right now.
Sounds good to me. Let's get the hell out of here.
That's all Carrot
You
Guy
didn't tell
wants.
me you were taking our Carrot Guy.
You don't
Theoden
know.
has to
Sleep!
leave. He has to leave.
This is away from the eye of Sauron. A lot of rumors if you just come into Cohagen, like, we haven't seen the Spearman. They say an old wizard has taken up residence in the Great Hall. Alright.
For now.
Theoden gives 10 gold pieces to Dobbin before he leaves.
Oh, just here you go, Dobbin. I march to my doom. So you
know what
have,
to do with that kind of
you
money.
may have this gold.
Yeah.
Okay. So I wonder how we want to do this, Phil.
We can just make assumptions and have him go off into the darkness for
No
a
longer
while.
relevant to our campaign.
Well, or if Dobbin dies, then eventually he comes back, completing his. Okay, so
Dobbin's the main character now.
you can focus on Dobbin for now.
Anything could happen to Theoden.
Okay.
Wilds. What the hell is
Okay.
that noise?
You cutting, Dobbin cutting people now.
He's cutting.
Oh my god.
He's cutting.
That's why he executes.
No, he doesn't cut. He stabs.
Oh, I don't know.
It's very clean.
Just like,
All right. So your cleric
He's
heads
not
off.
joyous about it.
Oh, he's motionless.
Cleric heads off. You've got your mushroom powder. It's fairly chunky right now. You could spend another day to refine it. Right now, it's more of like it's kind of like a crunchy bag as opposed to a fine powder.
You are doing this in the inn, right?
I'm doing it in the hall.
I want you to do it in the inn.
Do you want me to do it there?
Because if they show up,
Gotta be able to
if
go
you're
quick.
in the inn, you'll be able to dose the keg or whatever. But if you're in the hall, we're screwed.
Alright. Does
The innkeeper.
what's his name?
Yorn.
I don't know.
Yorn.
Right now.
Yorn? Does he trust me?
I'll tell him to trust.
Alright, yeah. I'll
I'll
tell him.
shout from the throne.
No, he'll
You're
he'll
just like the
recognize me.
emperor of mankind.
He'll
You have no
recognize
physical form anymore.
Old beetle. Alright, yeah. I'll go to the inn with my crunchy bag and my tools.
Well, hello, sir.
Hello. I'm here, you recognize me, right?
You are an associate of the owner of the inn,
Yes.
Artemis. Yes.
Cohen or some might think.
What were you trying to say?
I think he said co-owner or something,
Yeah.
I think.
Cohen?
Co-owner.
Aren't-
Oh,
Co-owners.
co-owner.
I thought you
Yeah.
said Cohen as well. Cohen, you
Yeah,
might.
Cohen.
We have a little bit of a plan. I'll look around. Is like there other people in here?
Of course, there's always a few people. You can just lean in, you know.
All right. Yeah, let's try to tell them privately. Like,
Yeah.
Conspiracy.
We next time they come to raid and ask for food, we'd like to give them something a little extra. And I flash the crunchy bag.
Oof. He takes one whiff of that bag and says, poison.
Yeah.
He says,
It's treason then.
is this part of Artemis's plan?
Yes.
Well, then I'll go along with it. I'm assuming he's planned calculated everything. So you might want to get that a bit more ground up.
Yep. I just need somewhere.
Oh,
to continue.
certainly. I've got a spare table in the back.
Is it private?
Yes.
Private table.
And okay, so he says as far as the raids go, they haven't followed much of a pattern. They seem to kind of just raid on a whim. So he said could be tonight, could be in a week. He's not sure, but he says it's best that you did bring it here so that when they make their demands, we'll be ready.
And how much time would it take in advance to distribute it?
Well, it depends how many items you wish to contaminate. I mean, you could apply it as a rub to the meats. I could keep a batch of stew ready. That would be the easiest. And then to lace the ale, it would take about 2 hours of preparation to do everything. But in a pinch, I could probably get most of it poisoned in about 20 minutes with your assistance.
Okay. Suppose we're not going to have too much time. We're not going to know the right day, but maybe
No,
like
so
ale,
I'd say-
for example, you could set some ale aside.
I will have just enough. Things have been drying out lately. Less and less of the farmers and brewers have returned. I think many are leaving, so I wasn't going to be able to carry on with this much longer. So a good plan. I like it.
All right. So we can do the ale in advance, and when the time comes, we can just
I'll add it to the stew as
quickly
well.
rub down some meats,
Yes.
whatever you have on
Shut me
hand.
outside, just
But again, let's get that powder a little bit more fine. Yeah. All right. So another day working at the end will get the powder into a desirable condition.
don't sneeze.
Yeah, there is a small chance once you're working with it in this fine of form.
You guys handle poison.
Right.
DC-10.
So yes, this will be a handle poison, because now you'll have it finally prepared, and you've taken the lead in doing
Roll
this. So
that dice.
there's a chance you could inhale some or
Roll a d10
Yep.
for DC10.
And what's with the deal with my thief die?
it's not
D3?
DC 10.
With your
It
what?
is a DC-10.
And he rolls a D10.
I didn't say
No,
that.
he
That was
rolled a
some
D20,
nonsense
yeah.
Mertz spouting.
Now what's the luck die D3 for a thief?
Luck die D3. It's a D3.
But what does that do? Does it add it?
You add it usually.
Add the luck die to the result, maybe?
I thought that was more for
Don't
attack.
you even know your own character? All we used to care about is just turning stuff into gold and lead. Now we have to worry about luck die and shit.
What is this bullshit?
Fucking luck die.
It's just on this table. Thief abilities D3.
Yeah, the DC10.
Well, whenever you expend luck,
Oh, that's what it is.
you roll a luck die.
So instead of just adding one, you add.
Yeah, you get to
Yeah.
roll the die. That's really good.
This wouldn't be a bad time.
Oh, I have it written on the other side.
And
of
you
my sheet.
restore your luck each night.
Oh, right.
It looks like it's a 1d4.
You get 1 point of luck back every
So
night.
I definitely might as well
Why are you
do it
not
once
using
now.
luck?
Sure, I've got luck to spare. I'll do that. I'll burn 1 point. Add it to whatever this is. A 9.
You're gonna need it.
That was good.
You're
Good
gonna
luck.
need it.
11 total.
Perfect. You avoid poisoning yourself and have it ready to go. Okay.
Ooh, that luck thing, that's pretty halflings have something like that.
Okay,
too.
so Thomas, are you just going to stay at the inn indefinitely
Yeah,
now
yeah,
until the
yeah.
raid comes?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. What about the? I know where the cleric is. Where's Dobbin hanging out this evening?
Dobbin hangs out. Where does Dobbin hang out?
In a cave.
The rats.
No, he's gonna hang out in the Great Hall.
Okay.
He's just gonna be.
As my footstool.
I can't imagine what he'd want to be doing there, but
All right.
he's just gonna.
Mert, each
Sure,
day
no.
when you go home from making your shield, do you go to the Great Hall, or do you go to the inn?
Inn.
Or inn? Okay.
You know.
So we've got a split. Thomas and you are at the inn.
That's
And
where
then-
the Great Hall.
Okay. That same night, it seems that Bjorn kind of enlists the services of some townsfolk to give him as much advance warning as possible when the Jarl's men come into town. Because that night, just after 8 o'clock, they burst into the inn and say, they've returned! They're coming! Let's get ready.
Alright.
And that's just us.
Well,
These are just the
you're the
bandits?
two of the party in there.
Okay.
He's not going to have just the random patrons assist in preparing the poisons.
Alright, let's
Quick,
get
what are you
going.
doing? I have no idea what any of it.
You weren't in the scheme?
Nope. I've heard nothing.
These men have just been wandering around town.
Alright,
He's
well-
done hear no evil, see no evil type thing where it's
Alright,
like,
well, follow us into the kitchen.
I mean, this is evil.
No, this is good.
We're punishing bad men.
I assume the Jarl.
It's like the
defending
best
them.
thing we've ever
Yeah,
done.
we're defending the town's honor.
Are we fighting them?
No. See, every time they come to raid, they demand a tribute of food and ale. But this time, it's gonna be bad food and bad ale.
Okay. I mean, I could see logic of that.
Now, this
These
probably,
people
this
barely
probably won't,
have food anyway.
this probably won't kill them, but it might make them sick enough to stop raiding for a little while.
Okay.
okay,
I have no expertise in this though. So
are you going to assist? Okay.
You're not going to assist?
not in putting the poison into the stuff?
What the hell?
Then why did you?
I will watch the door.
I don't understand. Alright.
Okay.
Just me and the innkeeper, I guess.
Yep.
Bjorn is very wise in the poison game.
Well, I mean, he's going to do his best. He knows it's co-owner's plan.
I mean, don't you know enough to
so-
rub meat?
No,
Whoa.
I know how to smash metal.
Okay.
What was your occupation?
Blacksmith.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
All right. He's doing a rub down.
Are
you gonna take-
food?
Principal part.
Yeah.
Okay.
I definitely want to make sure to
Alright.
ale.
With Bjorn assisting, you're gonna have one more poison roll, but you get a +2 from him.
Okay.
He gives you
I'll
a bumper.
burn another luck point, I guess.
Okay.
Did
None
need.
needed.
Excellent.
18.
I think
See,
it's
roll your luck die still.
He did.
Or did you? Okay.
I did.
All right. Well, you've got excellent saturation on all components, and you hear the coarse voices calling out in the night, carrying through the walls of the inn. All right, Bjorn. You know, the usual. Yes, just a minute, sir. And he's wheeling out the barrel, and you're bringing the stuff with him, and the bandits have you load everything onto a cart, and Bjorn just kind of instructs for you to do as they say. There's about 8 of them. Most of them are on horseback right now.
Do I
And,
recognize any of the horses?
Yes, you do. One of the horses is one of your wagon horses.
We'll get it back.
And in their typical mocking fashion, they are talking to Bjorn as he's loading it up, and they say, we hear some of your spearmen have run out of town. Perhaps we'll come back and leave no building standing. No, I'll keep giving you food, drink, whatever you want. We'll save the inn for last then, perhaps. Where are those chaps that got rid of the spearmen? We'd like to thank them. I don't rightly know, sir. They kick him and he falls into the dirt. And
I didn't know his crewman died.
ran off.
okay, whatever.
He said ran off.
Oh.
The
Yeah.
first time, at least, he said ran off.
He said we got rid
Chased
of them.
them
So
off.
yeah, however you want to interpret that.
Mm-hmm.
And after they finish abusing him, one of them also kind of slaps you on the back of your head, like, out of my way. They begin to take all of their goods back to the forest. This is the first time you've seen the bandits in person. These ones seem to be of higher rank than the ones that you bested on the approach into town, or at least they are more committed to the Jarl's new god or madness. They're wearing special bandanas that have as many crow's feathers stuffed into them as they can manage. And 4 of the bandits of the 8 have black war paint surrounding their eyes. So it looks like they're trying to make themselves look as much like crows as possible. So, and what's your intelligence?
4.
Okay. You just hear you hear the name Malaktoth chanted a few times as they ride off, and nothing more. Okay. So Bjorn brushes himself with the dirt, rubs the back of his head, and says, well, let's hope that does the trick. So what's the follow-up plan then? A raid into the woods afterwards, or do we just wait and see?
Yeah, that's what I say. No, I kind of step out. Aren't you?
You just missed your opportunity to smash things.
Yeah.
I thought you were preparing yourself while we were doing the messy work. You were saving your energy to fight the bandits.
Aren't you a little worried that when they realize some of them are getting sick, they're going to retaliate with much anger?
Then they're not going to be that sick. They might not connect.
Some of them might not even get sick, and they'll come back.
You have no idea the potency of the poison in these mushrooms. It could range anywhere from like gastrointestinal discomfort to death, like anywhere on that slider.
That's all good stuff.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, I guess if it's not that severe, it just keeps them out of commission long enough for Artemis to heal up. But whenever they come back,
not his throat. He needs a special chair that allows him to regen stats faster.
Yeah. What's the next thing? Oh yeah, the next step is a Trojan horse type thing. We offer the wagon as tribute. I think that's the next step, no matter what. If they come back in anger, or if they just come back in a long time.
You might want to decide.
I think no matter what. I think no matter what, Artemis is going to have to be in that wagon when they come next. And he'll just either have to wait in that compartment for a few days until he heals.
I think that's true.
Or he'll already be ready.
Okay. Since I hadn't predetermined the potency of the mushrooms, but it was applied with skill. I need a D. What's the highest D that we have?
30.
I'll take a D30 from. Let's have it from Phil, because he was the one who picked the mushrooms.
God damn it!
Yeah, that's
God.
Roll that.
Damn it!
And add plus 2 because Thomas did a good job applying the poison.
7.
Oh! That's awesome.
The Jarl drops dead.
You just hear like in the forest like that. Okay. Well,
the shit flows.
But we don't actually know how powerful it is.
Nope.
It's just
that's meta knowledge you have right now, but you'll still want to have your plan.
Trust and Dobbin.
Yeah. So let's just say this: provided they don't return that night, do you guys all just take rest?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, how late was this?
Oh, it was like 9 o'clock.
Oh, so pretty late. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
They don't like to raid during the day.
Do they always come around the same time of night, like early night?
This was like almost the exact same time as their last raid, as you recall.
It's important.
Oh, and I need a D12 from non-fill D12. This is how many people they carried off into the woods.
Here we go. 9.
Okay, they took 9 people with them.
They still took people.
How many do we have?
Oh yeah.
Oh my
Just
god.
feeding the people.
Yeah, how many people are left?
Oh, there's still probably 150 or so.
I mean, those people are probably dead.
We're gonna have to get them ready for the vengeance that might come upon us.
Get who ready?
The people.
We need to get him ready.
Well, yeah.
Get him in
I mean, if he doesn't get ready,
Give me your attributes. I will take them from you.
just Rogue from X-Men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
all right. Wow.
Okay, it's a new day.
I mean, we do also want to prepare, and we still have like the wood plan. Like we want to build a wall ultimately.
Right, but that was all waiting until Jarl was dead.
Right.
Because it seems like
Because until, yeah.
Because if they noticed that we were building things up, they were going to just destroy everything.
Right.
yeah. So
And
it's like
probably-
we still have to wait.
I mean, and they just threatened. We heard now. That's why I say we heard what they said to you, that if the spearmen are gone, they may come back and just destroy all the buildings. So they already now know the city is almost ripe for them to just.
I mean, I think we
Burn
have
to
to
the
take a little
ground.
gamble here.
Yeah.
If they really come back early with force, there's nothing we can do to stop them.
Right.
We just need to protect ourselves.
Yep.
And then when it passes, we move on to the next town.
Right. And then by then I'll be ready to put it all to sleep.
But
We can rob it.
I guess we could still do that to the Jarl. We could put him to sleep and do the old Davin routine.
When?
Anytime. When you're ready.
I think I'm going to be
Me.
splitting my time between shield building and trying to prepare people for either leaving the town or fighting for their lives.
Whoa!
We
After-
still believe in the town.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm saying, so if they do as well.
So don't mention
Don't
leaving
say
the
we're
town.
leaving.
There's
Say-
no one's talking leaving.
Talk building up a force.
The last
We're
people that
building
talked
up
about
a
leaving went down the river.
And also be careful that there could be spies. So
Yeah,
we don't
that's
wanna,
true.
There's
Remember
almost
that?
circles.
Yeah,
Remember
that is why I know who one of them is.
So be
just
careful
keep working
about
on your
spreading
shield.
it.
Okay.
Hold on.
keep
We'll
hammering
see.
Speaking of which, the next day at the Smith,
Yep.
you see your buddy come by,
Yep.
the known skull.
Del-
And,
Delvin.
yep, and it looks like he's just gonna make conversation with you as he has done twice in the past. And
How goes?
he says, "How you feeling today?"
Fine.
He says, I think they served something poorly over at the inn."
Okay.
Who is this?
This is Gavin.
I've been eating their food. It's fine.
Oh, you must have a sterner constitution than some people I
Us
know.
dwarves are known for that.
He says,
You alright?
"Well, I wonder if only certain things were bad. Maybe bad ale.
I had plenty.
I'm feeling okay. I know that something's going around."
It's that season.
He just sees you.
You know, that's
smiles
easy.
back at him. Yeah. He says, "You hear about the spearmen who went missing?"
Yeah, just they ran away. I heard. Is that what you heard?
Cohagen's finished, my friend.
Yeah.
With the spearmen gone, it's only a matter of time.
Yeah, it seemed like they were the one thing keeping the militia of this place.
He
I haven't even seen the Thane in days.
yeah.
I am the thing now.
He kind of just comes a bit closer as you're working and says, "You know, Jarl Sabin could use strong dwarves like yourself.
Oh.
There's always a need for more weapons. You should come to the forest. There's no hope for this place." He just gestures to one of the ruined buildings.
I'll think about that often.
He says, "Don't think about it too long. If you're not there tonight, you will be seen as an enemy."
Alright. Understood.
Okay. And he slinks back into the streets.
We're gonna impale him on a fucking stake.
What?
Just put his body at the entrance to the forest.
So what's his deal? He's one of the Jarl's men.
Oh
He's
yeah.
one of the spies.
Well, we've always after that first conversation, we kind of
When you
assumed it.
blew it.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you share this information with the party?
Well, I do tell the Smith guy, but I don't.
Your apprentice?
Jax.
Yeah.
Jax.
He says,
I'm
the
more-
shield should be ready in just another day or two.
Yeah. I don't. This doesn't sound like we have that much time, even.
Oh yeah? He didn't catch the
Yeah.
He kept it. Galvin kept it private with you, so.
Got family anywhere else, Jax?
Not No, used to.
No, they got taken by the.
They were taken. Yep.
It don't look good right now.
What are we gonna do? I'm pretty much gonna stick with you no matter what at this point.
This is fucking Harrison here.
Does he have any weapons or anything? Or he knows how to use a hammer?
He's got a hammer. He's got like a half-finished broadsword.
He gets a kind of like a.
He's got like his metal like the apron plate thing they wear. You know.
Yeah. Pretty much, me and him talk a very rock and a hard place. We got a crazy Jarl and a city that's on the verge of destruction. I said, I just came from a city where they had a hound,
Oh, and hear it, yeah.
and they were good off compared to this city.
Good off.
And once the hound, mostly they were safe, at peace.
Dark times, man.
Yeah. And I don't know anything about these other cities out further. I don't know, Jax. My friends are capable, but I think they're pretty taxed. So I'm worried that they won't. If the Jarl attacks, I don't know what they'll be able to do. Even we lost that cleric. He walked off with the carrot guy.
Carrot guy. Damn it.
He was the best of us.
Food's gonna be running short too.
Yeah. Not looking good
at the town.
for Cohagen.
But what are you gonna do? I'm just gonna stick with you.
Man. Well, I tell them I watched how vile those bandits were last night.
They're the worst.
So they deserve whatever we can for them.
Hammer.
But I don't know if that's risking our lives.
You fight, he doesn't poison.
But
Just run.
maybe we make Cohagen great again.
Well, then you'll be going back to their plan.
To a point.
Yeah.
Why aren't you?
What are
on our side?
What are you doing?
I thought
He's
we all had an idea.
He's conflicted.
Oh, it's very conflicting.
You
But
have
why?
faith in your emperor.
I have no faith in
Emperor.
any.
And to be clear, he doesn't know the
I don't
evil
know
deeds
any
we've
of
done.
that stuff.
You don't know the
technically.
evil deeds we've done.
No, but I also don't know the good
So
ones.
why
You
are
should
you
trust
not on our
us.
What good deeds do you need?
Last time we talked, we wanted to build up the city, and we're trying to like.
Yeah, but we're
Take
not
on
able to
the
do
Jarl.
any of that.
Why not?
Let's not make chaos equal evil. What we did was chaotic. It wasn't evil.
It just says lawful doesn't mean
I mean,
there
There
is
is
evil.
no evil. Chaos is evil in this game. There is no evil. Chaos is the evil side.
There is no evil.
Right. So the Jarl's not evil then either. No one's evil.
I never said he was
No,
evil.
he's just
crazy.
saying, he's just saying that the word chaos does not mean evil. You
How
can
do
be
you
chaotic
describe-
and be a non-evil person.
Okay.
You can be lawful and be evil.
I would
Can
describe
you?
our actions.
Then why did we
The
become
law.
chaotic?
I mean,
Because you did evil things.
don't say such things.
I thought we were equating chaotic to like.
It is
evil.
really.
Yeah.
Hey, what we did was necessary.
We're just
Never forget
justifying it.
Never forget that.
Darth Vader was lawful.
We're not villains.
I will say just to Jax, stay close.
To who?
And let Jack to me.
Okay.
Stay close to me,
Yeah, for sure.
Do you want to try and finish the shield today?
Yeah.
I mean, it's even if there was gathering people, getting weapons. I don't know how much. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the one, but I don't know how many weapons there would be left. Pitchforks, hammers, shovels. You know what I'm saying? Is that about all we could? Maybe
Well, it just depends where you scour. I mean, the Great Hall has been largely. I mean, Phil had a score of weapons too that he took from the bandits.
Oh yeah, shit.
He's
I
our
got like 6
What?
short swords and 2 javelins on my farmer.
Oh,
My
maybe,
They're
yeah, that's
expecting
what
him in the
I
forest.
guess we will switch
We send
to that.
him with the wagon,
Sure.
with you in.
I will slowly be
Expecting
telling.
him?
He could be the one to deliver it because they're expecting him in the forest, so they give him that offer.
Dobbin's actually gonna grab a javelin.
I'll
from the
start
farmer.
gathering people with Jack.
If he wants to go to sleep.
He could be our in to the group.
Yeah, I'd be put to sleep out there.
But maybe
The
not
camera's
permanently.
done.
Camera's down. You knocked it over.
Camera
God
done. Camera
damn
done.
it. Just-
Camera
It
done.
just happened. It hasn't.
Yeah, it
I
happened.
gotta like glue it.
When is camera?
So yeah, Jax and I will spend our day trying to gather people.
Okay, and what's the message as you gather them? Be ready for war. Okay.
Could he just like leave?
Or something. I
Ready
mean,
for war
I don't
or
know if
something.
you want to call it war.
He
Okay.
drops
but
off the wagon.
the bandits are going to be coming more in force.
Well, they're expecting him to stay.
Okay.
I mean, must be like times like when he goes to gather stuff or like goes back
You
to
can
town to
do-
raid or something.
This is an untrained rally.
Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah.
What
What kind of equipment do you have on your person? I'm not saying what you provide them. What are you wearing?
The Warhammer. We never
You've
found
got-
any armor.
Okay,
So
you've got
unless,
your Warhammer.
unless Jackson give me some armor, but it was mostly taken.
Oh yeah, they took all. Yeah. So okay.
I don't know if the Thing gets involved in any of this. He's been very quiet.
I mean,
this whole
he's
time.
he's been instructed to just wait with his good friend for the right time. So he's been staying at the Great Hall.
the Great Hall.
Yeah. Okay, give me a D12 modified by your. I always forget the name of the social attribute.
Personality.
Yeah, modified by personality.
What is personality?
10.
Okay. It seems like most of them still, like those who are still in Cohagen, are so far invested that they really don't want to leave unless they're forced, and they
I guess they'd have to make what, a 100-mile trek to
right,
Stanton.
yep,
Or,
or go much further to hear it if they want that way.
and
So
that's, yeah, that was
Yeah.
even further.
240 miles to hear it, so it's quite a bit further. They nod and say, if there's an attack, where should we assemble?
What do I know? The city. I was the guy who did the.
You did the
Well,
survey?
Mikey did. One of my guys.
Well, I mean,
So what does that matter?
What the city? What would be the best, most defensible, most.
Well,
Is
I mean-
Mikey still around?
Yeah, Dong's the only one who died.
there's the tree line near the forest, which is, where the Mad Jarl is known to be.
Right.
There's kind of the town center, which is very close to the inn.
Okay.
Or there's the hill on the northern edge of town where the Great Hall is located. All three of those locations would probably be best as opposed to just some random corner of town.
I know he and the Thane are there.
Yep.
I know. Are you there too,
Where?
Dobbin?
Dobbin is in the Great Hall.
Great Hall.
Also my farmer.
I haven't really experienced much of the Great Hall, so I know very little of that. So I wouldn't
You
go
get
there.
to experience the splendor of the Great
So it's
Hall.
between the it's between the inn. Yeah, by the inn it would be.
Okay.
That's where we would be.
All right. Well, they pass out the message, and you see them wearing their makeshift armor and holding up their weapons. So.
I guess, and that's the only time I've seen Artemis charm somebody was when he charmed Bjorn, the innkeeper.
Yep.
So I feel some sadness for him that he was
He's not
a
himself.
puppet.
You can put him out of his misery.
How would I do that?
Alright, so what's your point?
That's the only. I don't know any of the other things.
Alright then.
All right.
So
Accept ignorance.
Ignorance is bliss. Let us do what's necessary.
Close your eyes, murder.
just let it wash over.
Well, really, I mean, it's all Dobbin. He's really the evil.
Yeah, it's just Dobbin.
The evil fuck. Dobbin kill those men.
All right.
Okay. That evening, a scout coming from the north approaches the Great Hall. He is a messenger, perhaps.
Pushes open the door.
Well, he waits. He goes outside. I wonder if you have anyone posted like at the doors of the Great Hall.
I think Gug is still alive.
Okay, you have Gug as the.
The doorman?
Okay.
Sure.
All right. Master Dwarf, I have a message for the. I believe it is the Thane who is in command here.
Yes. Does this message need to be delivered personally?
I would like to see that it reaches him, that I may witness. Yes.
Are you armed?
you see that he has like a short bow and a short sword, and he says, "I will surrender these outside."
No problem.
These are ours now.
All right, so he hands them over to Gug.
Okay. Then I'll get the door open.
Okay. He approaches, I guess, Artemis. I mean, the Thane's probably sitting next to you. Or,
Sure.
Yeah, because he's your best friend, and
He's probably gonna have to be dealt with, though.
the Thane.
I mean,
Yeah.
all things considered, that's the easiest way to own all of the abandoned property.
Right.
But why would you be the Thane if he dies?
Why would I not be the thing?
You don't even live here.
Might makes right.
Okay.
Who would challenge me? We can make Dobbin like a puppet thing.
Dobbin is the thing. He's down
You
the
can take
like.
I like
all
that.
the blame for everything.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that.
All right, we'll enact that after this.
The new Jarl Dobbin.
Yeah,
Jarl Dobbin.
you're all Dobbin.
Alright.
He's become like a never in a different campaign.
We can leave him behind.
He
and see
delivers
what
the
he has
message to the
filtered.
Thane.
All my characters get siphoned
Reach
off to different fates.
Oh.
One by one. They
Some
don't die.
his
so you
friend,
never
he
see
passes
them
it
again.
over to you. Okay, it is a message from Thane Grayson Coldhide, marching from Stanton at the request of the defense of the town. They are about 1 day out and are bringing a relief force of 30 to rid the town of the Mad Jarl.
I can't assume the Jarlship then.
That's pretty good.
They'll think I'm him.
When did you make this request?
Oh, that was just after the madness began. Some, perhaps 20, 25 days ago.
Do they require anything for their aid?
Oh, well, I mean, you see the king's seal is on this, so I'm sure he is just concerned for his subjects. Well, whatever they request, I'm sure we'll be happy to grant them, yes?
We will see.
Thank you, good messenger. He says to him. It's gonna be a massacre.
They might just take the town over for themselves.
But we certainly
We
won't.
might have to deal with two threats.
We certainly won't appear to be the heroes. If they just come and clean it up, we just are just peasants still.
We have to
Right.
deal with
With
the
fat
threat
pockets.
of these saviors saving the town.
You
Although
approach the Mad Jarl and say,
we do
need
own
to
the
send
inn. Actually, hold on.
I mean, if we could find a way for them to kill all of each other,
Well, here's another idea.
that would really be ideal.
This could still be good for us if we can buy up more property before anyone knows that reinforcements are coming.
Yeah, I mean, if all we want is property dominance, right? So
I mean, might makes right though. They might not care. They might just kill us and be like, all right, this is ours now. Not everyone is nice.
they're here to do good.
They're here to take over ruins. That's what they're here to do. I don't trust them.
We will have
Goodwill from humans.
Alright, so
I mean, these aren't bandits.
no, well they're
like
from-
formalized bandits.
what a libertarian view of the
Normalized. This government is
All right.
legitimized band, yeah.
We have the count for the abandoned buildings. It's like 47 or something, right?
Yep.
And how many were burned? Like 7?
Something like that. 9. 43. No, there were 43 abandoned. There were 19 empty plots.
Okay.
4 of them were 2-story.
Right. Alright. So I relay this to the Thane.
Yes, what of it?
Name your price.
Oh, for the property rights?
Yes.
Is this the right time to be making such negotiations, friend?
Well, this is a delicate stage we play on, and I think now is the best time.
He says, he rubs his eyes.
There's a right answer here. There's a wrong
0.
He says, but if the Jarl is dealt with, then order can be restored.
This is how you know we're chaotic. Is the fact that this is threatening to us.
Yeah.
Yes, and I want to own the property.
He says,
Is there something wrong with that?
well, I mean,
Now that you see hope, you are unwilling to sell?
I just thought it would be best until this whole matter is over.
Yes, and then you could charge top dollar.
He says, well, that will certainly, well,
The uncertainty makes the price low.
he's just, his mind is just jumbled right now. Doesn't want to offend you, but he still sees this as against his duties as a Thane.
And he owns it all personally.
No.
I think, how the fuck does this even work? Are there
The
deeds?
kings.
We have to buy it from the scared peasants.
They're gone. They're dead.
Most of them are, yeah.
The ones who remain, we buy from them.
They don't own the property. Oh, you want
They
to buy
own-
all the ones that's existing? That's even more expensive.
We just write deed.
Well,
And
see,
then
they
we
don't
have
know
to-
the reinforcements are coming, so we can get it for cheap from them. We can be like, we'll give
Do
you,
you think- do you
10
think
gold.
They'll
to-
probably just leave.
You think
So
these
what?
men from Stanton will
so
make?
then it'll stabilize.
Think these men from Stanton will make designs on our town?
It's been my experience that the powerful prey on the weak. And this town has never been weaker. Shut up!
Dobbin is literally pointing to
I
you.
said it from my experience.
As a peasant.
I was a traitor.
Well, we
Dobbin
can't have
goes back to
opportunism,
whatever
can we?
Do you have your
Not from
original?
those outsiders.
Not from
Do you have
those
an original
outsiders.
sheep? Does it say TRADER or
I've never betrayed anyone. Who have I
TRAITOR?
betrayed?
You're betraying half these people all the time.
They don't
Well,
know me.
You don't know me.
There was
As you
no
betrayed me.
provision.
You don't know me.
He calls for the scribe and he brings out all the deeds.
Oh, see, there's deeds.
Yep.
There
Yeah.
were before.
Yep.
How did you know?
You showed them. It was last session. When you asked about the before when you were talking about that. The first time we talked to the Thane.
How do I not remember?
All right.
Is
At
this
any
another
rate-
bad water thing?
Might have
Bad,
been.
bad water. Alright. Says there's an old provision that
That's why I was
Yes.
getting the census of everything.
without doing surveys, you can make a purchase of city property en masse for 2 gold pieces of property.
Good.
That would be following the old laws.
Oh, we follow the old laws.
Okay, so how many is
we are lawful.
how many properties is that?
We are lawful.
Well, there were 43 abandoned. There were 19 empty.
Okay.
What does that mean, empty?
I think
So-
the abandoned ones were like
Empty
they're
means
decrepit.
Damaged or
Yeah.
empty is just there's nothing left.
There's
there.
nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So far easier to
Or just a ruin, like
Yeah.
uninhabitable.
Yeah.
You'd have to rebuild.
Well, so 43.
Yeah.
Okay, so that would be 86 gold.
It is done.
It says, I'm sure this will be of good to Cohagen. Alright. Well, he starts signing them all over. Your hand's gonna get sore signing all this.
You're gonna have to take more stat decrease.
No.
He's like, stamina.
Yeah.
I don't have it.
That's not too taxing for him.
We're in the real estate business, boys.
Alright.
If they don't burn it down tomorrow. Or tonight.
Okay.
Not if I charm them all. But then that might set us back. But if they kill it, like, what do we care?
Okay. You can add all the deeds to your inventory.
43
43
deeds.
plus the inn.
Right.
Hrothgar's crest, I think, is what the inn is.
Do we have a
called.
team meeting before night?
Yeah, it's evening right now when the scout arrived. He, arrived just before sundown.
And he said that they're 1 day away.
Yep,
The
one
scout?
march away to the north.
So technically me and Thomas don't know about that. 'Cause we were
If you're not at the Great Hall,
I
no,
wasn't.
he went straight to the Great Hall.
Well, Artemis doesn't leave the Great Hall.
No, he doesn't.
So.
There you go.
Dobbin is scratching pictures into one of the tables.
I mean, I would go.
You're vandalizing my property.
I would go to the hall because I mean I don't have anywhere to be in particular. The inn mission has been complete. I'll come back to the hall.
Well,
Wait for you to charge your spirit round.
Is Leo checking in at all? Or is,
No.
I,
But you guys
I don't
don't
know.
know.
he's not one of us.
You guys don't know the information I know, and I don't know the information you know.
So is there anything like possibly meeting up? Like, do you want us to all
I'm
deliver the
gathering
same
those.
information?
I was spending all that time gathering those people in
He's
prison.
forming a militia
I feel like
against us.
he's not on this team.
There's 4 different forces happening here. It's very interesting.
Are you one of those 4?
I think he is one of those.
He
four.
is.
It sure seems
But-
like it.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
It's interesting adding in these scouts forces. I know nothing of it.
What time is it?
Late.
Night.
I mean, it's like.
So what information do you know? You know the scout thing. The scouts are coming.
Yeah.
I know
Well,
the
I mean,
meeting
they're
at
not,
the
no, they're not.
forest.
The scout asked for dinner before riding back to the squad. Do you give him food and drink?
Give him the powder.
Send him to the inn. Send him to Bjorn.
I could just put his ass to sleep.
You could.
It would be bad if we
I mean,
attack.
why?
I'll send him
Why
to
not?
Bjorn.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hope Bjorn cleaned that mortar and pestle.
Yeah.
All right. At which point he will return to the relief force coming from Stanton.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a relief force coming tomorrow, sometime to deal with
Tomorrow?
the Jarl.
Good.
And I guess is that okay?
Is that okay?
I have my misgivings.
But I mean, there's nothing. I mean, I don't know if there's anything
Just
we
show
can do.
them
Like,
all.
we don't need to take drastic action, do we? I mean, I don't even know what we'd want.
This music is
This
perfect.
music's making it perfect.
Yeah. What are we gonna do?
He's gonna find that we've charmed the Thane, like in the 2 towers.
Yeah, that image is really starting to stick
Um,
now. Yeah.
I'm not sure if we want to appear weak or
Just
strong.
the dark gray Thane.
This guy's pretty young though.
And Mert, you did not go to the forest that night. Okay.
I mean, we are just trusted friends of the Thane, and now
But
what
the thing
landowners?
is, if this relief force had an interest in taking over the town, they could easily do so.
Yes.
Nothing we can do can change that.
Not without mass sleep. I guess not.
And this is only a day away for you.
I mean, what do you just want to hide in the apartment until we see how it plays out?
Start digging holes.
Well, I don't know anything about any out of towners.
And you're either offered to the new leadership here if they take it over.
I think I don't want to be anywhere near where they are.
The relief, or they are, or any of them.
But you just want to leave?
No, I just want to hide somewhere
Hide until
until
they've
this
done
is
the-
all blown over.
Hide in the
And you
And
hide
they
in the
can't.
wagon.
They can't take my
And you can
deeds.
begin your Sim City.
Yeah. Right.
But why would they respect your deeds if they take
Aren't
over
they
the town?
legal? Well, who's to say they're gonna take over the town?
Yeah.
I mean, they
That's
might
his
just like
deepest fear.
settle here,
So
and
Yeah, what's wrong?
that's
with
fine. You don't need to be.
they
leader
don't
of the
have
town.
this town does not have a jarl.
Currently. Yeah.
Mhm.
They might just the
Become-
king might just say, all right,
I
well, you
appoint
guys
you.
are the relief force. You're the jarl now.
Is that a problem?
Okay.
You can charm them, and we're still
It's
landowners.
not a problem if we come back in like a month and be like, look, I own all these properties, and they're like, oh, all right. But
Or they're just like
Actually,
now they might just be like, all right, fuck you, we're taking all your deeds.
That's
we own
actually a
this
good
town.
idea if you say, yeah, you're a wealthy owner and stuff, but you left because of the
Uh,
stuff going on.
yeah.
Now you came back to check
Right.
on town.
Yeah.
But if you did that, then they could be like, oh, you deserted the town. You've given up your right to own property
It's
here.
possible. They
That
can-
seems
but-
seems more likely that would.
But
happen.
they don't have the deeds to sign over to somebody else. I
They
got
doesn't
the
make.
deeds.
They doesn't make a deed. By the.
You can't have 2 deeds.
The king can do
I'd go to
whatever
the
he
king.
wants.
You present
No,
your
no,
case.
we've been given the king's authority to appropriate his houses, and then
But I
they do
mean,
it.
why would these new people like specifically screw you over instead of
Because he's got all the free land.
He just
I've got all the deeds.
Yeah, right.
Sure.
He's the perfect guy to screw
Maybe-
over.
yeah.
Maybe here's what we do.
We'll give all the deeds to
We
Dobby.
do tip off the forest men
Whoa.
that they're coming.
Forest men are puking their guts out.
And then we have them fight. Then we tell
Then they'll weaken each other.
We specifically
we tell
just
the
poisoned all of the forest men, though.
Yeah, but then what if they just fed it to like their dogs or something?
No.
That would be a stroke of poor fortune. But you have no.
Does
you have
Dobby
no
want to go?
knowledge.
Does he want to go scout it out?
No, we tell the forest men that the men are coming. Then we tell the
Who's
men.
we? Who's telling them?
Then we.
Who's telling them?
An impasse. Gold.
Someone-
Where's
There's only
Gold?
one
Where's
among
the-
us who could pull off
Yeah.
that information. He's
There's
not.
only one right answer.
All that matters is then that we tell the military men that the forest men know they're coming. Then they fight at equal grounds and kill each other.
Yeah, that would be good.
And then you guys
But
just
who can
kill
deliver
off.
that message?
Yeah, who's gonna do that?
I don't think.
Maybe you could just charm some rando.
I'm quite as trustworthy as
Yeah,
I
but
once
then
was.
that secondhand information, if an NPC is telling you, if you have a player do it,
Okay, how far out?
no.
They're coming in tomorrow.
Sometime.
I mean, if he fails to tell them, it's not the end of the world. It's
If
just
only
a
we-
little bit better idea. So
If only we had some way to get the forest men to trust us.
if there's only one of us at this table who they trusted.
Yeah.
He declined to go before.
Yeah.
A native of the forest. Well, either way, I'm not planning to be in public view.
No,
So that's just what.
puppet master.
Do you want to go to the wagon?
I think I'll spend one more night here in the Great Hall, in case the bandits retaliate tonight or something.
It's a good idea.
And then in the morning, I'll head in the wagon, in my coffin.
I'm gonna find some cloth to rip up and make it.
It's the only way he can fall asleep.
to no purpose. This is a therapeutic release.
Partially, but also to
Okay.
make a headband to put around my forehead.
You're gonna make.
Oh,
Are you gonna look for crow feathers?
And I'm gonna try to hide my budding horns.
Okay.
actually, I was gonna say at the team meeting, Malaktoth.
I can't remember if I have actual small horns yet or just the
Malaktoth.
buds.
Does that mean anything to anyone?
Malaktoth.
Well, I'm smart.
I noticed the men were crows.
Malaktoth. It sounds like some weird.
Would I have any knowledge of such things?
It would be helpful if the cleric were there,
Only
because
cleric were here.
he'd have a cursory
He's
knowledge.
no
of-
longer relevant to this campaign.
He's gone north.
I'm a. Yeah, I don't know.
You're a beetle once.
Yeah. So if the beetle and Artemis get together, I'll let
Link your
one of them
minds.
make. I'll let one of them make like a unskilled lore check to find out if they know anything about Malaktoth. And then you can assist the other one, whoever doesn't make the roll.
I'll do the assist.
Okay. Then give me a D12, Mang.
D12 what?
Modified by your intelligence plus another 2 from Thomas.
No.
Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you think
more
it's,
nonsense.
you think it's probably like a god or a demon or
Uh-huh.
something. That's all you.
Well,
yeah.
we'll send them to him.
Okay. Okay.
Does the night pass uneventful?
No. It's
Uneventful? Bad water?
Okay. Murder. So you're in the inn. Okay. As with the raid the previous night, villagers come in and say, "They've returned. They've returned. You will lead us
Okay.
to victory."
I'm like, what are we talking about when they say they've returned? Like
Wait, what are you guys talking
hundreds of them, 10 of them.
Oh,
Like information-wise, that they saw them
You re-
coming. We see
okay.
an
Well,
army.
you
we-
hear from those who are coming in. They're giving conflicting reports, but the average of their numbers is about 9 of them.
9 of them.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you the invert?
I'm the only one at the end.
Oh, that's bad luck.
Yeah.
It's dangerous.
Well, he's his own force, remember?
Yeah.
He's one of 4 forces.
That in just
Interesting
poisoned
though,
those
it's just 9.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, then I gather the ones who were with me together and tell them.
Roll 2d30.
That's the D30.
That's a big old roll.
You have the D30. Roll the D30 now.
This is how many there actually are.
And 9.
Okay. That's 35. You have 35 townspeople who have their improvised weapons and armor and stuff.
Okay.
So we're gonna lose 35 men in this battle.
Ouch.
That's gonna be rough.
Yep. Okay. You
But
step
Mar will
out.
get a new character that might be on our side.
They all kind of rally with you at the center.
New character.
And you see
I don't understand
there are
why
indeed
he's,
9
left it.
horsemen.
Okay.
Who seem to have a lot of possessions on their backs.
Okay.
And
That's weird.
yeah, there's one particularly imposing guy at the front,
Okay.
and he says, "I am Sabin, humble servant of Malaktoth. Who are you, Master Dwarf?"
A blacksmith.
But a humble blacksmith inspires these many brave defenders. He says, "You may have what is left of this town. Malaktoth has shown us great disfavor, and we will move on to a new area."
Oh, okay.
He says, "We will do this if you duel me."
Just me and the Jarl? Sure.
Sure.
He will move on if I do this.
Yes,
Yeah, I mean,
yes.
why? That's my whole point. My purpose is
Yep.
to die.
To die.
Right,
He says, I have not had a true test of combat.
I mean, his
in a long
duel
time."
is the deal that he goes either way if he beats me or not, or I have to defeat him for him to do this.
Seems to have clearly been ambiguous. You do, I mean, it does seem that if you best him in the duel, he will certainly leave the
Turn
town.
tail.
Well, is it a duel to the death?
Insane.
The guy's crazy.
Yep.
I mean, if you best him, then of course he's moving on
Yeah,
to
exactly.
Malaktoth.
Right. That is true.
Okay.
All right.
So,
I guess it's just
space.
This is a weird little duelist situation.
It is.
Yeah.
This is your Ovum moment.
It's my
Yep.
own moment.
So space forms in the street. You've got your militia kind of on one
Does
end.
Jax give me a his metal armor pice that he?
Oh,
that he
you
always
want the oh, he said, oh yeah, sure.
like give me any AC bonus?
Yeah.
I don't know what the heck it would be.
It's
but,
a little clumsy.
yeah.
But it would bring you up to a 13 AC.
Okay. Alright.
Because it is a very strong metal plate, but it's only for your chest.
Yeah. It's just fine. That's where.
However,
your heart
it is going to give you a -1 attack penalty
Okay.
wearing it. Because it's like so much weight right on your front that it's a little unwieldy. So,
Sure.
okay, you're going to
Can
duel.
luck be burned? Are you willing to risk it?
Yes.
Okay,
Are
alright,
you
you can
still
watch
crippled?
with your
I
spike.
want to see that traitor dwarf die.
And then you tell God, when they've left, bring me his body. Okay.
Alright. So do we roll initiative?
Hold on.
You and me.
It will be an initiative roll. He won't rush you as you're putting on your metal.
Yeah. Not one of those two.
Okay. Bandit hero.
He's the hero of the bandit.
Yeah.
Yep.
He uses a flail.
Okay.
And he starts swinging it in anticipation of the
Flail
fight
your
beginning.
Fucking skin off your body.
You
Yeah.
see at the top of the flail, so it's not the part that's actually attached to the chain with the spiky ball at the end, but at the top of like the shaft, there's like this weird like miniature crow beak that's like attached to it. So and he's got crow feathers stuck in all
Of course.
every spot of his armor.
Of
So
course.
he's okay. Yep, we'll roll initiative.
Alright. 18.
Total?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I rolled an 18. I got
Yep.
a 0 modifier.
Okay. He will be going first.
See, there you go. You rolled very well.
I wonder how similar the eagle language is to the crow language.
Well, I'm sure they're kindred languages,
like their god.
like Latin and Spanish or
Just
something
slip
like
them a note.
The Eagles probably look down on the Crows severely, like
Well, of course.
like a racial.
Oh, as
minority.
lesser. Oh, certainly as lesser.
Like they would spit upon the Crows if you try to.
Are you order?
What?
Are you're a lawful
Yeah.
character, and he's a chaos character.
Yep.
And funny enough, both of your
Why does
weapons
it
have
say neutral
bonuses
on
to
it?
the opposite.
I probably wrote it accidentally. My guy's never been neutral.
Whoa!
Last week when I transferred.
Whoa!
Oh yeah, now
you guys
now
wrote-
he wants
Oh,
now
no,
it's
no,
lawful.
no,
Oh, yeah, very lawful.
Have
Oh, yeah, it was
I,
always-
have I acted neutral at
And
all?
actually, well, he steps forward with his flail.
Oh my!
Just add more ships into the
This
combat.
oh, I'm fighting a
Yeah.
I'm fighting a lawful guy who's always
Yeah.
chaos.
Yeah.
Okay. And he makes first attack. It's-
Yep.
And yet you still
your
don't
armor
have to
class
erase the
is
neutral
13.
word. It still says neutral on your.
So, just tell me right now: are you neutral or are you lawful?
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I wrote when I first did this. But
Fix
then,
it, Mert.
Yep.
fine.
Well, no. I just want him to tell me what his
He
alignment is.
said
it?
lawful
Lawful.
immediately,
All right,
so
so
I think
it is
he's lawful.
Okay.
He's gonna flay you alive.
No, I believe it.
Okay.
We're on opposite
The
ends.
flail takes a hunk of flesh out of your arm,
Alright.
and you take 3 damage.
Okay.
Well, Mert could save the town.
I
Or
could.
doom it.
Maybe I'll start like experimenting on your corpse, trying
Okay.
to bring you back.
You
to
may
life.
you may counterattack,
Alright.
or it is your turn, I should say.
Yeah,
You can
yeah.
do whatever you
I
want.
just have to look at the little bit of.
This is where you say, "Everyone, charge!"
Yeah.
Just break the terms.
Dishonorable.
That that would be. That's true. That would be something I could see a neutral character maybe doing, but not a lawful.
Okay. Well, I've never had to actually fight with this guy, so he has the whole mighty deeds thing.
Yeah, we don't do the combat thing.
Just glance on the.
Alright.
It's a
Well,
nice cool.
I had to double take.
I'll swing at him first.
Okay.
But I think you roll the deed. Do you have the deed 3, Thomas? I think you roll the deed right away, don't you?
It's your attack bonus.
It's your attack roll. But so that gets
But you
added
have to declare your deed.
what my deed is
Yeah,
first.
If you roll
So-
a 3, then it happens.
Yeah, correct. So I will do a precision shot upon him.
Okay.
So I aim for. You said there's a crow's like thing on his head type of thing.
He's wearing a headband with crow feathers.
I aim for like that.
Okay, you're aiming for his head.
Yeah, I aim
Okay.
for that. Unlikely. No. A 6.
No.
No, I didn't think so. Yeah, not much I can do there.
Alright, he stands his ground with his flail.
Yep.
He misses.
Alright.
You're just gonna trade blows right now?
Well, this time I think I'm going to try to disarm him.
Okay.
But I don't know how. There's so much words.
Words.
That
is discouraging.
If you get a 3, it
Yeah.
succeeds. He drops his weapon. And there's a 50% chance the weapon is knocked out of reach.
Okay.
So that's what I'm trying to aim for his hand to kind of like hit him with my hammer so hard that he has to like throw
Okay.
his flail.
So this is the attempted deed.
Yep.
I don't know if that seems pretty high for a D4 deed.
It's a D3.
3.
That's what 3 says. 4 says the humanoid drops his weapon automatically landing out
Okay.
of reach. Then there's a 50% chance the mundane weapon is sundered in the process.
Okay. Are you able to only do a certain amount of deeds per combat?
No, it's every
It's
time.
every turn.
Okay.
Yeah. But D3 is the highest. The 3 is as high as I can get. I can't
Okay.
get to the higher
You still
one.
need to land the attack.
I have to land the attack and get a 3 on
Okay.
the dice.
All right. Yep.
It's pretty slim.
So it's pretty slim.
That's fine.
Who knows?
Yeah, that's I think a 16.
Well, once you know what it truly is, tell me.
Oh, no, this gets added to it as well. Oh. Okay, then it's not, the D doesn't hit, but that's an 18 total.
You may roll damage.
the deed will never.
Yep.
And this gets added to the damage too, correct? No. Oh no, maybe that's the. No, yeah, that's chaos.
How dare you strike Hercules? Oh.
I hit Max.
Yep. And you get bonus damage because he's a chaos creature.
13 damage. Because I get my strength modifier and my.
Okay.
What's your strength? +3 strength?
It's a +1 weapon.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
So it's a plus my strength is 17.
That's wild.
That's an incredible hit.
Incredible.
It seems like he was toying with you. It seems like he actually wanted to get hit like once just for the adrenaline, but then you take you nearly kill him in one stroke. He still lives.
He still lives.
Yeah, just barely.
Okay.
He's gonna try and cast a spell.
Oh! Gonna send out black tendrils.
Yeah,
It seems that Malaktoth has gifted him with a spell.
Okay.
You're going straight to Helmert.
His men like gasp from like the savagery of your hit there. So, okay.
Pure chaos. Sean, if I added 2 more damage, would he have died?
I won't answer that question.
It adds 2 more damage. It says the attack modifier, the D3 gets added to the attack and the damage.
Okay, so you do 15 damage to
15
him?
damage.
Alright, he was at 3, now he's at 1 HP.
1
I'll let
HP.
you know. I'll let you know that right now.
It does get added.
Yep. Okay.
I don't know if you
Good to
re-roll it, but I don't think
What?
so. If you would have to re-roll it, because you roll it for the...
No, it's 1 roll for everything.
Yeah.
Alright, you hear him start chanting to Malaktoth. The manifestation is a black cloud.
Okay. I
Anything
was gonna say,
black.
there's nothing I can do to this,
Nothing
right?
good is
No,
black.
I mean,
blow real hard.
you see what happens.
Yeah.
And he, as he chants, you see perhaps he's new at this, but he sees like the cloud dissipating, and he's like, he like, and it just dissipates.
You got a
and he
spellburn, man.
yeah.
Don't you know?
He's just
he has 1 HP though. I mean, he can't go.
praying that
Yeah,
That's true.
his
All right.
God has
But,
left
I mean,
him
you
in
can
his
always
weakness.
burn attributes.
might have.
Okay.
You can't do it post though. I won't be.
No, yeah, you have to do it before.
All right.
Definitely decreed that.
Okay. He moves a little bit towards his men, but he doesn't leave the dueling circle.
Well,
So it is your turn again.
I will hit him again.
All right.
You will try.
Oh, I have to roll this. Oh, and my deed will be...
Killing him.
I don't know if is there a thing that just gives you an attack bonus? I don't think so. There's disarming, there's blinding.
I mean, you can come up with anything.
Yeah, I know. Well, with him moving away from me, but that doesn't...
I mean, you don't have to declare anything. Because, I mean, the deed die itself is a damage bonus.
Right, I know.
So.
Well,
It's 1 HP. Why are you worried about this? You already missed.
I have plenty of luck.
That's true.
Luck him up, luck him to death.
That doesn't mean I know what his
Armor class is.
armor class
But if you hit him,
Adding
no matter
is good.
what, you're killing him.
Yep.
Yeah, so just
So
put it
what's
all
that?
in.
What's that?
So what
luck
does the
worth?
deed matter?
Go vegetable.
That's true. Well, I would have done it. Trip him?
Sure.
That's
You
what I
would
would
have
have
done
tried to do.
That was a miss.
Well, it's a 7
Uh-huh.
plus
How much luck you got?
3, so 10.
Can you add luck after the
Burn
fact?
Yeah.
all of it.
I hit on an
All
18
of
last
it.
time. Do I burn 8 things of luck?
You tell me.
What do you do? You would never get it back, would you?
It'd be pretty unlikely.
No.
You need to do like a major kind of good deed or some sort of act of pilgrimage in line with your alignment to permanently restore attributes.
So if
like
we
that.
keep doing really chaotic shit.
That's easier. So.
Yeah.
For you guys.
Gobby will never have to
When
worry
you
about it.
when you leave town with your 10,000 gold and
Yeah.
you're like
Oh,
fun,
yeah.
then you'll
We'll get all our
know
luck
that
back.
you've done well by
Nice.
We'll all be 80 years old by that time.
yeah. Okay. Well.
I burn 8 points of luck.
Okay. Then you may roll damage.
I mean, I guess.
I guess.
It's
It's automatically the through 7.
Okay.
How do you just erase it? But it's you have to know what your max
You
is.
put
right?
you put your attribute to that new point.
I know, but I mean, you need to know what you can get back to max.
You should, in parentheses, have
Okay.
your original luck attribute.
Oh, you
somewhere.
regenerate luck?
Well,
that's what
you
you're
can.
saying.
Thieves can regenerate luck,
Oh.
and certain magical items will allow you to regenerate luck like a thief. I've designed, but not under normal circumstances for other characters. Okay. You have one last moment of danger. You slay him. He's absolutely dead.
Yeah.
And a spirit flies out of him as you see his corpse fall to the ground.
Oh goodness.
Um,
I have no defense against this.
yes. It's
Magical
going to
being.
attempt to make you the new champion of Malektoth. So I'm going to need a will saving throw from you.
Okay. Is that a D20?
Yes. Modified by your will save.
Yeah. It's an 8.
Okay. Well,
You chaos now.
the spirit enters your body.
Uh-huh.
You're going to take some damage.
Okay.
Okay, you take 2 damage.
All right.
It is agony to continue resisting, but if you submit, then you will become possessed and require magical healing. But if you keep fighting, you have a chance of dying. So it's up to you.
I'm lawful. I must fight.
Okay, then another will saving throw. The damage has a potential to get higher each time.
12.
Okay, you take 3 damage.
That puts me at 0.
Okay.
No mer-
Your life force is sustained because you are possessed.
Okay.
You don't actually die
Die.
from this damage, but you can no longer fight right now.
Okay.
What the fuck?
All right. It is in your best interest to lead your warband out of town.
Okay.
They acknowledge you as the new champion of Malektoth.
All right. So I'm like very weak, but I'm.
Oh yeah, your
Like,
body.
I'm like-
You would not be able to be standing if it weren't for
Without
the
that.
spirit inside of you, right?
Alright.
Yes.
What's the draw? Because it's my spirit.
Yeah. Well,
He's
clearly.
possessing you!
Clearly. Yeah.
Okay, so
Down to 3
they honor the agreement. They
Yep.
they leave the town safe.
I take whatever
But
possessions that he
you
had
will need
on.
either a cleric or some sort of miracle to trigger you to be able to escape the possession.
Sure.
Well, we had a
But-
cleric.
If this thing is controlling him, why would it ever seek out a cleric?
No, it wouldn't.
Me,
You would.
Leo, as the
There would need
character
to be an
would
Leo-
outside.
Doesn't have control of the body.
But he has a control like of his mind, still trying to fight it.
Does he?
Yeah, but
How
you
does
won't
that
be
help?
able to exercise. It,
Correct.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
You are
logic.
fucked.
with luck,
Yeah.
with some luck, you might find a situation
Yeah.
like that. So,
Okay.
okay, so
There we go.
Good knowing you.
all right, so you went on pilgrimage. You were victorious, but unfortunately, it had a dark moment.
Oh. Yeah, you can't add luck to this, could you have?
What?
This
A
roll?
will save?
Yeah, I think you can.
If I did 4, I'd be at 0 luck. Can you go to 0
No,
luck?
you
Can't go below 3.
1?
That's how we say
So I
can't go
did.
below 3.
Well, if you,
You
go
could.
Luck is
But
different.
Oh,
Do you want a
permanent
ret?
shit.
Do you want a retcon?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll
I go to
because
1
this
luck.
is a okay. So that was for the which save, the most
The
recent.
most recent one. That
So
would put
you
me
go-
at 15.
15. Okay, it's just enough. You're at 1 HP,
And 1 luck.
and you're able to expel the horrible entity out of your body.
You don't have to be a spirited person.
There you go.
Um,
But I'm at no luck. I seem like the most downtrodden
Yes.
person now.
yes.
Oh man,
but
I'll trip over
You're
a
gonna
rock.
get a lot of solo XP for doing this. They're gonna get XP for their mushroom scheme, but
Sure.
it's
Is
gonna
there
be
a
different.
permanent drawback?
Oh yes, you did. You
Well,
reduced
the thing
yourself.
was in me, right?
No, it's out of your body.
Oh, for the luck. Yeah.
So you reduce your luck to 1.
Yep.
Okay, roll a d6 and then roll a d4.
See, this is good because this lets me preview
What
might
will happen
Yeah.
to you?
Yep.
I don't see.
decide if I ever want to do it.
I
or
don't
not.
see any d6s.
There's some. Oh.
Those are d6. 2.
If you roll luck, if you go down your attributes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, is luck the 6th stat?
Yeah.
What's the
Oh,
second
fifth
stat?
step. Fifth step.
Second is agility.
Agility.
Okay, roll a d4.
Oh, jeez.
1.
Okay, you lose 1 point of agility.
Alright.
You could lose up to.
I think that keeps me at 0. 8. modifier?
No, that's
Does that become a -1? I thought 8 and 9 are zeros.
Phil is
So
minus
is that-
ones on 8s.
Then it's -1.
I think you just went to -1.
9 through 12 is
Which doesn't.
0.
Okay.
I mean, it's not a big. Okay. Could have been strength, which would have
That
sucked.
seems pretty bad. Because if I bring like strength to 1, and then I roll that, and I remove 4 points of strength.
Yeah, I got lucky. I rolled
think
1.
I'm just
Yeah.
a vegetable.
I'll give you a little bit. It's a D4 -1 with 1 being the lowest. So the
Right,
most
you
you
have
could
to
lose,
have 1.
most you could lose is 3 from that. But it's
Still.
still that could be permanently losing 3 from an attribute is really horrible. So
Of which I could potentially be at 1 from spell burn,
yes,
Right.
yes,
which would kill me.
yes.
Yeah, yes, it would.
Okay, so I couldn't.
You were in much danger of
I
that.
don't really ever want to do that.
Yeah, I mean, you could leave like 5 out of 6 stats at 4 or above, so that you have a 1 out of 6 chance of dying from it. So you know that you could. There's ways you could manipulate it.
Yeah.
Okay, you gain 15 XP, and you guys killed 9 bandits from your mushrooms.
Hey.
Yeah. So you guys each gain 9 XP.
Oh,
That's subtle.
well.
Yeah.
Do
you
I get any?
You get the right of his body.
his
They
bo-
don't
in the
contest.
possession.
Yeah, they actually kind of regard his body with like superstition and fear since you killed the champion. It flew into one of the other ones and they're riding off
They're
now.
riding
So
Okay.
okay, yeah.
Is Dobbin level 1 yet?
Did he get 9 XP from that?
I don't know. How does that work?
So
He's a level 0.
so you just got 9 XP from being part of the mushroom clan.
Yeah. And he should have gotten some XP
which-
for killing
I mean,
people.
he's killed 15 people, so
Yeah, he
Yeah,
Okay.
that's true.
What's half of 15 rounded
7.
up?
8.
8. All right, gain 8 more. So you're at 17 XP.
Isn't 10 level 1?
Yeah.
yeah.
So you're at
Dobbin's
you just
level
hit
1?
Yeah.
He's growing too powerful. We have to put him down.
So
We
Dobbin
have to
levels
find
up.
a new Dobbin.
Alright, I'll level him up later.
And yeah, if you want, you can tell your friends
I'm
the
level
new.
1.
Oh yeah. So the Jarl,
Yeah.
he had Let's get. We have D24, right?
Yeah. that's
2 D24.
24
Wow.
and 12.
Okay, he had 36 gold on him.
Nice.
He had his flail.
Well,
It still is intact and is clearly, you know,
the 2-handed
consecrate. No, it's one-handed.
thing? Oh, okay.
He just kind of was like shifty kind of guy. Yeah.
Just destroy that.
You might want to.
It's a weapon of chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give it to you guys.
We don't use weapons.
That's true.
We use Dobbin.
In his pocket
Is a weapon.
is a cerulean crystal shaped like a teardrop.
Okay.
He has ruined. What kind of armor was he wearing? He has damaged hide armor on.
Okay. Damaged by me?
Yep.
Okay. Well, maybe that'll have to be fixed. Alright.
And then his crow bandana.
I don't take that.
Okay.
I don't want to touch that.
Okay. And in his pocket he also had where is it? Thieves' tools
Oh.
in a little satchel at his side.
Alright. There we go.
Okay.
Okay. Well, then
He rolled minimum damage to you the first time he did
I
damage
figured
you.
he
3
did.
was the lowest he could do.
Yeah.
He had a 3 to 9 damage range, so that was good.
He had 9.
He
9
could do,
would,
he could do
9
9. He could do 9 from a max.
and I crit pretty much. So
No,
that,
you did. It was unlikely that you were going to win that, and then you had the possibility of being possessed. by
Yeah,
the spirit,
yeah.
So you're certainly drained from this encounter,
Of
but
course.
you didn't emerge victorious. So
Alright. Well, obviously the 35 people didn't have to fight.
no,
Bloodshed.
they say that you should become the new Jarl.
Whoa.
That's what that's what the commoners are
Commoners
saying.
say.
Yeah.
Well, that's never.
have
We
to
can't have
determine
an
that.
awful guy on the
He could
throne.
be a figurehead.
Yeah.
If he's ignorant, nothing
Okay,
goes wrong.
so they suggest marching to the Great Hall to proclaim the victory.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll do that.
So they're you see them. You see them, Artemis, coming.
You watch that happen and they just start marching towards you.
The bandits of Rome. So poor Artemis, he's got you and the mob coming up the steps, and then the soldiers coming tomorrow. But he's got all the deeds.
I got all
Well, now
Yeah.
he doesn't have to deal with the Jarl at all.
Nope, they're.
But the bad
they're
thing
gone.
is the support is still coming and now has nothing to fight.
Well, is there nothing to fight?
Put the man Jarl down.
Oh god.
Put the man Jarl down.
All right.
Alright, yeah. So we come up, I guess me and the people come up to
Yeah.
tell the Thane the good news.
Splendid. Who slew the mad Jarl?
I very
Slew.
weakly say I did.
Master Dwarf, you have done a great deed for the town.
Dwarf and Jarl.
I thought it was my end. He was possessed.
Yes. What a foul weapon you carry.
Yes, we must burn it.
He says,
Unless you know of a way to cleanse it.
no such a thing ought to be destroyed.
Oh, if we could just turn it to gold.
Yeah, I know
That would take care of that.
You really should not have been in the front seat of that fucking wagon.
Just a straight arrows took me out.
You needed to be in full plate mail in a barrel.
This whole campaign
Only comes
How
up.
many HP did I have? I had like 3
Three.
3
Oh,
HP.
3.
As a level 1 character, I had 3
3
HP.
HP.
Yeah. And then the arrow damage was a d6, so it had
So minor.
more than a 50%
Yeah.
chance to
Yeah.
kill you
Kill you.
instantly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Situation.
Alright,
Okay.
so
We'll burn that thing.
Nothing to prevent.
Or melt it down or something. Maybe the
Okay.
furnace.
the
Yeah.
fire seems ineffective at destroying it. At least the fire of the Great Hall. It's kind of smoking up the room.
What type of weapon is it?
It's a flail.
Maybe find out. Is there a blacksmith in town? You win.
Yeah.
Go there.
So I said the furnace. If we have some sort of furnace.
Okay,
or
you can
something,
try at the smith
That's
tomorrow.
what we'll
perhaps.
try tomorrow.
Okay.
Blacksmith is designed to
To
melt
do
metal.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you guys all want to rest?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's a new day.
How does health regain work after resting? 1 HP, or
if
do you roll your dice?
No, if you get a full rest,
I think it's just 1 HP.
yeah.
It's 2 if you spend an entire day resting.
Okay.
Which you could potentially do so. I mean, it's
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about the Mad Jarl in the woods right now. He's
No,
his
got
band
a
is,
bigger problem.
yeah, they're gonna move on to Herit or some other town and set up shop, I'm sure. So
Yep.
or Stanton, perhaps. Yeah. Although they'll have more problems in Stanton since it's
I'm going to put all the deeds in the secret compartment.
very precious. Yeah.
And I'm gonna go to the Thane.
Oh, we never got our damn horses back.
Nope. They left with them.
Yeah. So they probably left with everything.
Yeah.
That would have been. Yeah, I mean, their numbers were ravaged by the mushrooms. So yeah.
We got screwed. Tell the Thane that when the relief force comes,
He's in charge.
yes, you are in charge, and I am merely your advisor,
Certainly.
the vizier.
However you prefer, good friend.
Yes, yes.
Okay. I wonder if we should investigate the area of the woods where they were inhabiting. Perhaps there are prisoners or things left behind.
I will send a man.
Okay. Good. Good. I'm glad you will take care of it.
Less than a man.
Who you sending?
Okay.
The most useful member of our party.
Yeah, no. He's done a lot of wet work. What class is Dobbin going to be?
I don't know. What can he be? Can he be anything?
If
You
he's
can
a
be an
human, he
elf.
can be anything.
He's an elf. Can he?
Oh.
You should be an elf.
Well, then you're
Become
an
an
elf.
Yeah.
You can get some magic. Maybe you can get the alchemy thing.
Wasn't Gollum an elf?
Yeah. So he can
No,
get.
Gollum was a hobbit.
He was a hobbit.
Gollum. Oh, you mean
He
From
actually
Lord
actual
was
Gollum?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, he was
You need to
hobbit.
Wasn't
rewatch
Gollum
Lord of
an
the
elf?
Rings, yeah.
Smeagol.
Well, actually,
Yeah, he was like.
it's not entirely sure if he was a hobbit.
Well, he was not the same kind of hobbit.
He was not a
like
Shire
Bilbo
hobbit.
and right.
What's the what is
Some
it called?
relative.
It's with an S or something. I thought.
But yeah, they're like
Schmobbit.
I think it was like they're like the river hobbits or something. They're less afraid of the water than
yeah.
Alright, I'm trying to find elf, but I'm gonna assume it gives me some shit.
You can have
get
a book
some
if you
magic
want.
shit.
Sure, I'm scrolling through a PDF.
You can read magic. You can detect
You
magic.
can understand magic.
Wow.
Translate magic.
Understand magic.
You can translate magic.
Analyze
As
magic.
you ascend,
Smell magic.
as you ascend, Dobbin, to a higher form of being, which is a level 1 as opposed to a level 0.
Scary.
You can attempt to purge your deformity,
Ooh. Or
which
you could
is
embrace it.
Give
which
him a
is the
fresh
horns
start.
that are because you know it's quite unseemly for an elf to have that, and if you were ever to find other elves, they would certainly like disdain you for that.
Stoorish hobbits.
There it is.
I
Nice.
was kind of hoping to collect them, but I guess it all
Collect horns?
deformity.
Embrace your deformity.
well, I'm saying you have the opportunity right now and perhaps never again if you wish.
Here's my hit points again. 1, excellent. I'm at 3 HP.
Oh, so this all over again?
Well, are you gonna keep the horns or no?
I think elves in this
I'll keep the
campaign are
horns.
just...
Okay.
I'll get rid of the
If
wax
you're
body
keep-
if
If you're keeping the horns, I'll let you re-roll the HP die.
Okay.
Because that was actually going to be the trade-off. If
Can
you
I
want to
get rid
remove
of
the
my-
horns, you can only gain 1.
Can I get rid of my torso-like wax?
No.
No, that's
No.
That would be a little bit easier to remove in the future, but the horns are nigh impossible.
Just cut out your torso.
All right.
Maybe if it's still a 1, it'll be funny. 2, okay. Double.
Double.
Yeah,
that's
it's a
double.
huge difference.
Double
Okay.
so you have what?
Yeah.
4 HP.
4 HP with horns.
Yep.
How much XP is level 2? Is like 50?
50.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's
What are you guys at?
30.
42.
What the hell?
What?
I'm at 34.
How are you at 34?
How?
Did
Are
you, add
we
the,
ever
did you
get-
add the 9?
Yeah.
Did we ever get unequal amounts?
Did I just not add
I think you probably...
session from last
I
time?
mean, knowing you...
Because I'm only at 29 because I wasn't there for a lot
Do you
of
remember
the
specifically
XP
what last session? I was
things.
How much have you added this session?
the 9
Right. He gave us more earlier.
today.
Yeah, because it was something from the...
Earlier today.
Didn't he? Or maybe I'm mistaken.
Or was it just the 9 from the Mushroom Men?
You should be at 42. I know that.
No, I don't remember. I have no idea.
Actually, no. You should be at 42, but we started with 33 and he added 9.
Yeah.
I had 25 written down.
You probably missed last session, the end of XP, end of session
What
XP.
did Theodan.
Must have.
Oh, what do you want? What do I
I
need
was
to
just
know?
looking at
No,
his
Theodan
XP.
says
He had
29.
24.
He had 24 XP, I think.
Which
No,
is what I
It
had.
says 29 right here.
Oh, I had 29 XP.
Oh,
So you what did you have written
We're
down
all
originally?
over the place.
You had 30,
I had 30.
20. You had 24 originally written.
So we're either at 42 or what is it? 30.
30.
38
Three?
is what Theo.
No, I had
No,
32 written down.
32, that seems way off. 32 or 42?
All right.
No, I was at 24 plus 9, 33.
I'm gonna declare an XP revolution here.
Some middle point.
Yep. You 3 are at 40 XP,
Okay.
and Dobbins at
Whatever his was.
That was at 17.
okay. Bump it up to 25.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense. He would do a lot of the.
Yeah. All right. That's where we're gonna be at right now, and then you'll get a little bit more this session, I think, depending on what happens.
Alright, so I
Okay.
gotta roll. I got 3 spells to gain.
Oh, God.
All right. Good
How
stuff.
the hell do I do this? Let's see.
Just roll your D100.
Okay.
Is it D100?
Actually, this is my end.
Do you have the
exit?
tables
Okay.
ready?
Actually, no, it's not a D100.
So I
It's a
guess
D,
for now,
25.
I still
You
would
just-
like to
you try to
build the
destroy-
shield.
Do a
Yeah,
D30.
you want to build the
Let's
shield
do a
and you want to
D30.
destroy the
The flail.
yeah. Okay. At some
6.
point,
Color spray.
Yeah. Do you want me to roll any dice really quick?
make a basic attack against it with your
My hammer.
yes.
Alright.
18.
No.
Mending.
No. Okay.
Would have
Try
been-
again next session.
That's real lame.
You're gonna finish the shield, but you have not destroyed that flail yet.
So I'll have
28.
Yeah, it's just
reroll.
a shield. There are no.
It is a base shield.
Base
It has a perfect vanilla stats for a shield.
Charm person.
And the damaged hide.
Alright.
Would that
What's your
give me?
intelligence?
I mean, I assume Jax wants his
you could
metal
sell
plate
you could
back.
sell that for half value.
Okay.
10.
Would you like to do that, or where,
All
or
right,
repair
now
it?
you're a mercurial magic.
That might end up being. I don't have any other. I want to get. I assume Jack
What's your
wants
luck?
his metal thing
What's my
back.
luck? 7.
Yes, you
So-
can't
So
keep
minus 1
So my AC's back
That's
to 10
D100.
then.
for each spell.
that. Okay.
So
Oh shit.
I'll probably try to
You
repair
can
the.
spend
Here's
4
first
gold
raid,
to repair
first-
the hideout.
I'll
second.
do that.
Okay, that gives you up to 13
Okay.
AC. Yep.
And the shield gives me 1.
Correct.
Okay.
That's nothing.
Wow. Lame. Here's
Yeah,
the next
that's
one.
lame.
How many spells do you have?
47. I have 3.
Aura of Decay.
Nice. That's perfect.
Drains
for
the
that.
physical form of all material of a certain type within 20 feet, causing it to age quickly.
What type?
Human.
It's just insane.
Well, there's a roll. I don't know if you roll every time or it's just right now, and that's forever.
Let me see the book. It should be. Or do you have exactly? Do you think I'll look at exactly what you're looking at, Maine? If I look
Yeah, I think I would.
Alright, guys.
I don't think there's
Bye,
something
Merc.
I'm
See
missing.
ya.
See ya. What kind of results are in there, Maine?
It's like metal, wood, stone.
Okay, because that's funny. It's like either you're totally screwed for a lot of situations where you don't want to dictate.
Or it's just
Oh
random.
no, that's only when you cast the
It's
spell.
only when you
Yeah.
cast the
Oh
spell.
no, we're gonna have it be one type.
All right.
Each
Okay,
one's-
roll
yeah.
a d6 then.
Like a D6. Like a D6. 5.
Food and drink spoiled.
You can
When I
starve
use
out
mending.
the tarn.
Use mending, yeah.
What?
Okay.
It's like, I'm gonna heal you, but
Everything.
take all of your food and get it far away from here. Yeah,
Because it'll all go bad on this journey.
that's really funny.
Or mending, I assume, is just for like broken things.
It fixes broken stuff.
22.
Ooh, that's a bad one.
That's a bad one.
Okay, magical reverb. For 1d4 rounds after the spell is cast, a backwash of eldritch energy passes over the wizard. Any spell checks you make during that time suffer -4.
Wow. So after I charm person, I'm fucked for using spells.
And that's how I am with sleep, so
Yeah.
it's not that bad.
Yeah, he turns into a Neanderthal.
And then you also get invoke patron, of course, but you can
Okay.
pick your own
I'll decide
patron.
that shit later.
Do you guys all want to be present in the Great Hall when the relief force arrives? Or are you guys hiding out? This is a big decision because you'll be able to get first-hand account of what happens when they arrive, or versus the safety of just hiding.
Phil's leaving. Dobbin, I'm going to the restroom.
Oh, it's Kitty.
Don't look at him.
Phil's gonna caress that body.
I'll be right back.
All right.
No, I'll be in the tavern.
Okay, don't mind
If
me.
there's
I'll
any
be
wenches there, I want to do them.
What are you attacking? I attacked the darkness.
Yep.
Yeah. That is a very classic video. Is that like a Newgrounds video originally?
No, that was Dead Ale Wives.
Oh my god.
I, of course, am in the Great Hall.
Alright. Thomas, do you want to be present? Are you at the tavern? Or the Great Hall?
I'll be at the Great Hall.
Okay. Well, the relief force arrives exactly 24 hours after they were announced by the scout. Thane Grayson Coldhide steps foremost among them. You see about 25 or so warriors dressed in mostly chainmail. Most of them carry swords at their sides. Some have shields, some have spears. They look weather-worn, but apart from that, seem in good spirits. And Thane Coldhide says, I have heard you were in command here. And he goes over to the Thane and embraces him, in, as custom for someone of equal status as him, and says, come, where will we... Just send us in the right direction and we'll get rid of this this rebellious Jarl. And did you coach him as far as what to say, or are you just going to let him, like, relate the truth?
He's gonna say the truth.
Okay. And we'll just say Mert's probably there just nodding dumbly.
Okay.
And he's,
Sounds about right.
yeah, okay. And he says, oh, well, I suppose we just took a little ride through the country then. Now you're quite sure the bandits have been dealt with in full. At which point the Thane says, I will just confirm with my advisor. He says, they've all been dealt with as far as your agents know. Yes, your services will not be required here. Well, this is quite a journey to make with no mission at the end. We will be staying here for at least a day, and he's clearly disappointed. I suppose we will make back for Stanton. But what of this condition of the town? Surely you cannot hope to carry on with things here. No, we do intend to rebuild. Cohagen is not lost. My advisor has great plans for rebuilding the town. Oh yes? Grayson says, and what plans are these, good sir? We have not been introduced.
I am Artemis.
You're not.
We will begin with the construction of a palisade.
A reasonable plan.
And then rebuilding some of the burnt homes. Hopefully bringing new people back to Cohagen.
Aye, Cohagen should not be derelict, especially once the king appoints a new jarl to preside over the place.
Yes, well,
We have.
I hope it is. I hope it is this Thane here who has stood loyally by the town during its darkest times.
Yeah.
That's not always good. Well, if that is the consensus of those gathered here, and I don't think Mert desires to be named Jarl himself.
He doesn't seem like.
Okay, then
I know. Did he want to be Jarl? I couldn't tell.
Usually, I mean, I guess.
he had a golden opportunity to just declare it.
take it.
Yeah,
major
so
decision,
I think he's okay with that. All right, so I'll just say no one voices their opposition to this, and at which point he says, "Well, we will make note of that for the record as it is sent back to Eltusk."
You will betray us.
No,
Just kill them all.
just let me know when your charm spell's up for renewal.
Yeah. Blow
it out your ass?
Blow it out your ass.
I won't do anything.
He says, "And what of laborers for the construction of the palisade? I suppose I could leave some men here, provided they are paid for it."
We are looking to hire strong men for strong work.
"At what rate?" And the men seem to give a chorus of agreement as far as... I mean, these guys are clearly buff, so they'll be good workers, you think, from their appearance.
Silver a day?
Okay. He says, "I don't think any of my men will be staying for that.
God
but
damn it.
Should you adjust your rates, you might get some volunteers." And then he just helps himself to. They help themselves to a feast that day.
Little feast on sleep.
Well, potentially.
Well,
At this point, Thane Grayson does approach you during the dinner, and he says, "I think if you just make it a silver and a half, you would get some of these younger ones, certainly." So that'd be a silver and five copper a day. He says, "But at this rate,
of course,
they
it
make."
is up to me to save your town, is it? What of your funds?
"Oh, we were not sent as investors and builders, but to rid of this Jarl menace. And since that has been dealt with, we will be returning to Stanton."
Alright. 15 copper a day.
All right.
But don't tell the other people.
Oh, the other laborers. Oh, they have no problem. They have no problem with that.
They're getting
They don't mind. They don't mind the being a disparity. So
Okay, good.
okay. You get 10 of the warriors to join on as laborers.
Alright.
Okay. And fortunately, roll a d4. Somebody. Main roll it.
How many times I die?
Yep.
4.
4 of them have proficient knowledge in the construction of building palisades, so they'll be able to kind of serve as foremen in their respective areas. So
4 men.
yeah, exactly.
Alright, that's good.
Yep. So you guys ready to just rest after that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think we're about ready for a time skip.
Yeah.
Thane Grayson, the next morning, prepares the men who are not staying behind to head out. He has his sealed letter for the king for the consensus of recommendation for Thane Galvin as the Galvin was the spy. Thane his name was the only one that got lost. I have him somewhere. Mert would be clutch right now. He's sometimes a better keeper than I am.
Mert the keeper of notes.
Yeah. Captain Frank died from the mushrooms.
Yeah, Captain.
He died from the mushrooms. Okay, we will just refer to him as the Thane for now. Will be recommended for the new Jarlship. And he and 15 of the riders return to Stanton, while the other 10 are ready to begin work.
All right, now we can begin.
Okay. I'll say for the purposes of time skip, your biggest logistical concern, I mean, you'll have to keep track of the gold you're paying out each day.
Yeah.
Food supplies. The town cannot sustain itself on its current course.
We need to establish new trade routes. Or re-establish old ones.
That takes a long ass time. We need people hunting in the forest.
Yeah. Foraging, hunting, fishing.
Okay,
So Davin's gonna be in charge of that.
Foraging, hunting, and
I
fishing.
mean, he is an elven
He's a
forester
forester.
who's reached level 1.
Yeah.
We've got many elves.
Are they
Any?
foresters?
I don't know.
He's like, I don't want
Why
restraint.
don't you
Don't
want
you
to
have
do
an elf?
this?
Oh, he's long dead.
Do you only like to kill people?
Oh, is he the gold maker? Oh yeah.
I
The
know.
gold
Oh.
maker, legendary name.
Yeah.
Dobbin will take the hunting and fishing for certain.
Maybe,
Okay.
maybe we can take some commoners out there.
Yeah, I think
Show them what to
Well,
do.
yeah.
he's
of
gonna.
course.
He much enjoys the freedom of that. Oh, Dobbin's also gonna try to find like a metal file to purchase.
Like a...
Yeah, but like a big, strong one. Yeah.
So
To
almost like a saw,
squeeze
but a
the
file.
sap out
But
of the
just-
trees.
No, it's gonna use it on his horns when they get
Oh,
unruly.
boy.
Oh, so you're gonna keep them finely manicured.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep
Oh,
him.
boy.
Gonna keep him grinded down against my skull as
Keep
they
them
grow.
sharp.
Oh, so you're just gonna whittle it away. Like, you don't
Yeah.
want it to protrude very
Correct. I want to keep them
Like Hellboy.
under wraps, literally. Yeah.
much. Okay.
I mean, they might grow in diameter.
None exists. You'd have to have it custom made.
Sure.
Okay, that'll cost gold.
How much?
I'd say 15 silver.
All right, he pays it.
Okay.
Dobbin wants to remain in
All right.
society.
You can add a large file to your inventory.
A large file. All right.
And provided this remains part of your daily routine, you will be able to keep your horns in check.
Good. I mean, I assume as they grow bigger, they'll like widen or something.
Yeah, there'll be like Van Damme bulges on your forehead.
Yeah, but they'll
Yep.
be flat.
Yeah, sure. Okay. So you're leading probably a third of the society on food gathering each day.
Come with me into the forest.
Yeah, the forest is your best. I mean, it has a substantial food source.
It's safe out here.
Jesus.
The Jarl is gone.
Maybe I should-
I'm the Jarl of the
Yeah.
forest now.
Thomas, are you going to be the carpenter rebuilding homes?
Sure. I was gonna say either that or sap duty.
Or
Sap duty.
Well, that's true. You
Pitch.
need sap for the
Oh yeah, did we ever figure out
palisade.
the
Doug
conversion
was
process?
building the pitch.
Oh,
Yeah, he'll be able to finish
Kiln.
the kiln now that there's no threat of bandits.
Alright,
Yeah.
so then Gog is on sap duty.
Yeah.
And I can.
I mean,
put it,
you've
put
got a
house
lot
here.
of properties that you have the deeds to, but no one would want to live in them or buy them until they're restored.
I
and,
mean,
you
who's
know.
heading up the lumber department?
Oh, that's true.
Maybe.
You gotta cut down a lot of trees
Yeah.
for both the wall and for the rebuilding homes.
Well, I remember Dobbin and
So first
one of
we
your
did
characters
trees.
tried to do treeing.
Yeah,
at
we
one
did the
point.
team cut.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you've got more people now.
Now we can do more team cutting.
Yeah.
The blacksmith can make axes.
Your town population right now is 170. That does not include the 10 out-of-town laborers who are here.
We're just playing Age of Empires.
Yeah, right now you are, yes.
I mean, really just split up the resources on just split them all up to do all the things we need.
Yeah, sure. I got a wheat farmer. He'll do the lumber effort.
Do we want to send someone or like a crew to Stanton
Just say, hey,
to be like, hey, you know,
Great
town's back in
opportunity.
business, real estate cheap.
You could send an
We
emissary.
should have just sent that message with the.
I'll give you the benefit that if you send out a rider, they'll be able to send that message along.
Okay.
Because you have Phil roll a d8.
So many times you die.
It's always what it is. I demand blood for the
7.
blood. There are
7 riders.
no 4 mules and 3 horses in town, so you can send somebody on the horse to.
Good.
All right, what's the message to Stan? Just promoting immigration.
Come by.
Cohagen is back in action.
Okay.
Buy a house.
Or, hold on.
A wall is being constructed.
Yep.
Cohagen is
Great again.
the safest it's ever been, and
It's ready to begin.
welcoming new business with open arms.
Okay.
What do we call it? We need like a phrase, catchphrase for our city to drive tourism.
Wait, so who's in control here?
Something
Who's
with the woods.
in control of the town?
Like
Who actually owns the town? Who's the real Jarl?
Until there's no Jarl yet, the king has to appoint one. So right now the Thane is technically
He's the figurehead.
yeah.
And you're just keeping him perpetually charmed.
Well, he hasn't had to make the second charm roll yet.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, he'll
had
probably
long
fail,
enough.
but
Yeah.
gem forest of the gem.
gem of the
Gem
forest.
of the forest.
Okay.
Okay,
Just
sure.
like the slogan.
Yep.
It's something.
Yep. Okay.
Buy houses.
We should have the Thane enact like a law that no other inns can be erected.
Without paying a steep licensing
Right?
fee
Yeah.
to the wolf spear.
It's not the wolf spear, but
So the
whatever it's called.
What is it called?
Bjorn?
We can call
There
it,
was a
it has
name
a
for
name.
Yeah,
it.
we can call it whatever we want.
Yeah, you could rename it. You're the owners.
call it Flex Johnson's Rub House.
There's
could.
some private tables in the back, weren't there? I think.
Yeah, we could turn it into a rub house.
You
Every
could.
town needs one.
We have all those private rooms. We were planning on making more.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, we were gonna divide up the common room.
Half rub house, half common room.
Yeah. I don't know if the Thane can make laws.
Yeah, who makes? Well, who? If
The
not
Jarl would have the authority, and the king, of course.
There's a scribe though, isn't he like knowledgeable?
Oh, he could certainly make a draft.
If he
that-
writes it, who could oppose it?
Yeah. Who's to say this law was just written? We just found
This
this
law
in the
was
archives.
always
Yeah.
Town law.
I mean,
town.
that's happened countless
Yeah.
times in history where they say, actually,
It's always here.
Constantinople is under the authority of the Pope.
Yeah.
Have the scribe write one up.
Okay.
Backdated.
Backdated.
The scribe wants special pay. He knows exactly what's going on.
I'm gonna have to charm his ass.
That's your special pay. You get a spell cast on it.
Oh, that'll be 1 gold.
Anytime anyone ever tries to barter with
Yeah,
you,
no.
just charm his ass.
0 for negotiation.
Alright.
Everything for extortion.
What's the worst that could happen? If we have to kill him, I'll just be the scribe.
Can you write?
Yeah, I can write.
Yep.
You sure?
His,
Right.
I got a
his letter-
17 intelligence.
His letterhead might not be as convincing, but small price to pay.
Just scrawled
God
in
damn it.
halfling writing.
Corruption. Major corruption.
Major corruption.
Yeah.
I'd have to burn 4 points of luck. Just to and that would only daze him. God damn it. I have to put his ass to sleep.
Oh man, you could have just paid him.
Call in Dobbin.
The Dobbin killed the
Is
scribe.
it too late to pay him?
It's critical to our mission.
Let me see how this manifested. No way. A D6. Where's that D6? Why do we have so few dice?
I don't have all the D6s.
So it wasn't a
There
one.
used to be way more. I thought
There
there
used to
was.
be D6s of this type. There's, you know.
It
Big
was
ones, small ones. Used to be a lot of them.
a lulling harmony.
Okay.
There were like
Just
6
from
small-
outside
there's
the
a lot
window.
of
All right. So that's actually pretty innocuous.
Yeah.
He just says, "Stop your sing-song and give me my gold piece."
All right.
Yeah, he wants a song.
Give me my gold piece.
I mean, you understand. You did the 0 new yen, so you know.
Yeah, I know.
All right, I'll pay.
You fear the worst.
Yeah.
A gold. That's still probably what a laborer would make in like 2 weeks.
I know,
So
it's big.
So for the scribe, he's like, that's
All right, I'll pay.
It's not about what I'm losing. It's the fact that you're gaining so much.
Unacceptable.
All right. So, by order of the previous Jarl Sabin, no inn thereof may construct a new inn without express permission of the authority, or by the forfeiture of whatever you want the fee to be. You can set it.
200 gold.
Pretty high, yeah. A new inn. I mean, that's a big deal. That's competition.
100 gold.
No, it has to be more than
like
that.
500 gold.
Oh my god.
Want to do business in my
200
town?
gold.
All right, let's
Like,
split the mustard at 300.
All right.
More than you
I mean, that's
pay
just
for
the
this
fee they pay.
Yeah, it's just the fee.
That doesn't even count on what it costs actually.
And it's not. I mean, we didn't create the law.
No,
so
and
it's not our fault.
And if you get to the stage where people actually want to build new inns,
Yeah,
that's
that's
probably a pretty good thing for the town as a
right,
whole.
it's all good.
Okay. And you'll buy out that inn someday
Of
anyway.
course.
Okay.
Didn't we get this one for like 20 gold?
No, it was 100.
Yeah.
I was
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
bargain more, and you guys were like, "That's a fair price."
Yeah, it is. I
Yeah.
mean, it's only like 20. It's like 20 pounds a chain. We got a whole
it
building.
is.
Okay. So you've got your 10 specialized palisade workers.
Mm-hmm.
Gug understands he doesn't ask for a wage because he's going to share in the spoils.
Right. Yeah, he's part.
He's in
part
it for
of
the
crew.
lawn game. Yeah. Okay. And then you've got your foragers who understand that they're basically working to survive, but they want like a copper or 2 a day.
Okay.
So basically, I'm gonna come up with like an abstract number here. So for the 15 copper guys, that times 10, that would be 150 copper, which is 15 silver. So they're eating 1.5 gold a day. Alright, we're just going to say for everything to proceed with running the town and restoring it, it's going to cost you 3 gold pieces a day.
That's acceptable.
Okay. How big of a time jump do you want? I can give you updates like each week, or if you want to do it another way, you can. It's up to you. Assuming you've got everything all set up. I mean, I know what Phil's doing. I know what Thomas is doing. I know that you're kind of running the show.
Yeah.
We will have to have eventually the charm. The innkeeper, even when his charm rolls off, he's good. I'm not even going to require he will continue operating as such even when the charm spell ends. But the Thane is more of an issue. So.
Mm-hmm.
Thane in the brain.
How many days do we want to jump? Assuming you guys are all set to go.
10 years.
That,
So much
I would
has
interrupt
happened.
it. The dragon would come by like year 8 because
No!
he hears about how prosperous the town is and
God
it's a
damn it.
slog
Must be
situation.
so much gold here.
Yeah. No, I can't do 10 years. That's too much.
7 years.
Do you have enough gold for that? Probably.
We
Well,
will by then.
Yeah, by then.
Oh yeah, principles of economics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We run the
a
only
year?
inn in town.
I mean, we could just jump till something
No.
happens.
I mean,
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have.
Do we literally just plan on living the rest of our lives here unless interrupted
Whoa.
by a threat?
No.
We're
We're adventurers.
And that's what I'm trying to get at. Like,
What
do we
We
want?
were gonna build up the town till it was prosperous, and then sleep them all and rob them.
that's still the fundamental plan. It is not falling off.
We're principal
what a plan.
stakeholders. When the town does well, we do well.
We're chaotic.
Our
Right.
value goes up. We don't have to
That
rob.
rob is gonna be big.
But then it's done.
Yeah, then we go to the next town, build
Yeah.
that up.
And
Yeah.
along the way, he recovers in the wake.
I mean, where do we belong?
We could just sell our. If we wanted to move on, we could just sell what we have here after it's
To the new Jarl.
way more valuable than what we bought it for.
Well, we'll do that, and then we rob the town. Double money.
Wait, what? Oh, sell the houses, sell the deeds. What are we
So
selling?
much money.
Sell that.
We could sell.
But if we're robbing the Jarl, we're just taking the money he has anyways. So what's the point of
I
that?
don't really want to rob him.
So this.
Oh, now you're... What does it say on your character sheet?
You don't have to. Being chaotic doesn't mean you have to
What do we want?
do bad things.
What do we
to
want
bad.
out of life?
It sounds like what you want is to find towns and either put them in the dumps or find towns that are in the dumps, build them up, and then steal from
And
them.
then put them in the
And then put them
again.
back in the dumps.
I think. Well, I wanted gold because gold is good, but I don't know what to do with the
What
gold.
do we want?
Well,
We could
normally,
build an airship. That's always
why
fun.
this
normally
is- why this
adventuring
has
is
been
its
so
own.
hard.
Why do we
reward.
do this? What have we done?
I feel like I never realized how much of a difference like having like a background of some kind makes. Like,
None
knowing
of our
where you
characters
come
have
from.
any reason.
We have your
to
profession.
live. We have our profession, and it was
Yep. That's it.
our characters
That's the
aren't
funnel.
expected to live so long.
Well, do we want to be heroes?
I don't know what I want.
See, that's the thing with Call of Cthulhu is like you go insane,
You know what you're doing.
or you somehow scrape by, and it's incredibly heroic that you survived against eldritch horrors.
Could
You know,
build an airship.
that's the thing with each setting is they have each system has its own kind of.
I'm gonna
I mean,
this man.
there are just horrible monsters like on every square inch of this map.
So that's
We,
terrifying.
they're just waiting for someone to come by, and
I mean, if we
there's,
just spend 7 years running an inn, like we're not going to be level 2.
Okay, well, so we must go
we
adventuring.
should have
What do we
enough
do with money?
Buy armor.
By
That would be good. That'd be a good
Yours-
start.
And that's a good start. We at least need armor.
Yeah.
you can get armor, you can get
Time skip.
you can get mercenaries,
Time
you can
skip.
get
Ooh,
I
yeah.
we
want
get
to
a
rule the-
team,
$50
an
dogs.
adventurers guild.
Okay, let's
Oh yeah, we could start an adventurers
We
guild
can-
to do the work for us.
Yep.
Yes.
then we can actually do the adventuring in a way. You know,
But with
How does that
numbers
give
on
us
our side.
XP?
We go along with them.
Oh, we
like,
go
like
with them,
Reginald.
and we
Slay.
slay. Oh yeah.
You basically have funnel NPCs, and then
power leveling.
Yeah.
Power
We
level.
just
alright.
watch. Like, oh, that was.
That was-
Getting a
and then we
party.
level up.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Bring me his treasure.
I mean, well then after that, what? The world.
I mean, that's.
You
Oh.
want to take over the
That
world?
Why
is
does there always have to be an after something?
I mean, that is
Why?
life.
Because
This
we're
is
at the
just
after right
one
now.
step at a time. Adventurers guild. That's a good goal.
We have people adventure.
Okay, so we have to train and recruit people.
So we
willing to
build up
adventure.
the town.
We don't have to. We don't have to
We
cut the
attract.
town's heart out. We can just let it prosper and draw adventurers to it.
Yes, we extract the best adventurers or draw them.
We start setting
Why
up.
would they come to us though?
We're
Money.
the gem of the forest.
We're gonna advertise.
We have the highest rates.
We're gonna advertise. We're gonna set bounties and such with high rates.
And we bring monsters to the town.
We put
So
them in the
there's always something for them
We
to
put
do.
monsters in the forest.
we put
We have to populate the forest.
Repopulate
And
the
put
forest.
bounties for people
Yes.
to kill them.
And there'll be a constant stream of the finest
Yeah,
adventurers in the land.
Yeah,
could ever-
And we tag along as supervisors. And we get all the XP.
We could have a recurring quest.
Maybe that's what we do.
The
We
Jarl of
need
the
to
Forest. We
seek
just
out
hire some
leads.
forest apps.
We need like leads of adventures, and then we.
Well, we need money in the first place.
Yeah, first we need to skip enough.
Yeah.
To make,
So, Sean, we're skipping until we have enough money.
No, that's not how that works. That don't make any sense.
Let us know when we're rich enough.
Alright.
That
Well, want to start with a week?
I suppose.
Alright, let's see what we.
Let's see what happens in a week.
Okay. Alright, so subtract 21 gold.
Subtract.
Yes, there's a maintenance.
We're not
fee
making
right now.
money yet. We're losing
No,
it.
Yep. This is what he's paying
Subtract.
his foragers,
Subtract.
the laborers.
Oh, yeah.
The palisade is starting to go up now.
Good, good. That's a good step.
Yep. And the dwarf merchant from the road is visiting the Great Hall today.
Oh no.
Oh no, you had a great time with him.
Oh no.
Wait, who
Wait,
came
what?
back?
This was the guy who gave Mert the warhammer that one night camped outside of Herit because he because he took pity seeing a fellow homeless dwarf shivering in the cold, and then he bartered with Artemis and you guys with the exchange of magical goods. His name is Golk.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That's what. It's always a no.
He says
We're basically gonna turn the forest into like a starting area in an MMO.
Just controlled chaos inside
all
of
these
the perfect
like,
balance.
Boars and shitty bandits and stuff.
Okay, now.
Dire rats. Oh my god.
Here's a question though. We can get XP.
Golk's
out of
a
this.
good
How do we
guy.
get money out of it?
How
does an Adventurers Guild make money?
Contracts. People have
People
problems.
hire them.
Yes.
Okay, we gotta find
maybe
customers
adventurers
then.
pay us for easy XP.
We can't just find adventurers. Adventurers are our employees.
You guys.
We need customers.
Oh,
Well, once the forest is full of bad shit, the Jarl will want somebody to deal with it. And
You're all
they'll come
just
to the
constantly
adventure.
paying us to kill these.
Yeah. And then that's our money stream for
Let
the
us
start.
know that we're the thing that needs to be killed.
No one will ever find that out. I'll just charm them.
We saw you coming in with lots of wagons
I
of
will
dire
charm-
rats.
I will charm them.
Like,
It's a start, man. You can't start by sending people to kill dragons.
How the hell does an Adventurers Guild work?
I don't know. It's
It's-
not a.
It
it's
doesn't.
not a
It's
real
not
concept.
ubiquitous. It does not exist in many settings. You know, it's like. You know,
It's
We
going to
will make
exist
it
in this
into
one.
a
Yep.
section.
Yeah. Okay. So what does that merchant want?
Money.
I would like to open a stall in your town. I see it's on the up and up.
I mean, I'm not the Thane, so.
Oh well, he's saying this to the Thane while you're sitting right next to him. And so a week. So I think it's been about like 13 days or so since you casted Charm on him. Is that like? Is he up? Is he
It's 2 weeks, and then he makes another.
Okay, so tomorrow you get to.
Yeah.
Okay, so he says, "Well, we have vacant plots for sale."
You tied me up and threw me in a room.
We'll get to that.
So 1 week has passed, you said?
1 week of the time skip, yes.
Good.
So that's some good healing and stat regen.
Very
Okay.
good.
He says, "Yeah, I'm a traveling merchant, but this place is on the up, and I'd like to establish a shop here, a permanent one, run by one of my associates. So I would like to get a plot. I understand there's land available."
Oh, you would like to rent a plot? I'm afraid they're not for sale.
Okay, sure. As long as the lease is reasonable. I mean,
Oh, quite reasonable. What is reasonable?
10 gold a day. No,
25 a month? Is that reasonable? 30 a month?
Hold on, think about wages.
All right, let's
How
get
much
all
are we
the
paying
Google
per
spreadsheets.
Well, he said a laborer gets like
Silver.
a gold every 2 weeks.
So yeah, 2 gold per month.
But this is a merchant, so he's above
5
that.
gold?
5 gold a month?
Yeah, it seems we've got a lot of them. If we could rent, we should really start renting these out.
Say we rent every one of
Are
them.
we
43 of them at 5 gold a month. That's not that much gold.
But what can these people afford to pay?
That's the question. Whatever you can afford.
it's Chinatown economics.
But I mean,
where Thomas will give you
How
this,
much money do you
He'll
have?
take everything
Take
from you.
everything.
Yeah.
It's barely worth it.
Yeah, right. You'll make 10,000 in profit on the last turn of the game, like the lowest amount of money.
I don't know. I guess 10 a month.
10 gold a month.
So no labor. I mean,
That's just free money for you guys.
I mean, sure. I'd offer it if he takes it. That's
Yeah,
good.
10 gold a month.
This is 120 gold a year.
I'm afraid that price is only going to go up as more and more people come to the town.
Oh, you are a bargainer, you. We've done business before, although that was unrelated. I wouldn't be a dwarf if I didn't try to haggle a little bit. 110.
Any
Resistance.
Any back talk?
You're mine now.
So that's less than a 10% price reduction.
So is he offering 9 gold a month?
About a little more than 9 gold.
9.5.
You'll take one a month.
You think about if you have all of those plots rented out. That's and when the Palisade is done, I mean
When
that's
the Palisade zone's gonna be worth more.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know.
So how he wants us to hold
all right.
agreement
Listen,
for a year.
the way I see it,
Yeah, there has to be a contract. He's not grandfathered in at this
Right.
price forever.
Right, no, it's like for a year. Probably.
So we'll have a year contract at
and we'll reevaluate.
yeah, like 93 silver a month.
he says,
Isn't that what he offered? You said not. You had 110.
Yeah.
He wants to keep negotiating.
yeah,
Even
well,
though he down all right, that'll work.
he didn't want to insult you and say like 20, you know.
Yeah.
He says, "Can we make him even 90?"
Fine, but it's a 9-month contract.
Now, the way I see it, you need somebody to get the ball rolling. What if they just sit empty for a long time? But they see me setting up shop, they'll know this is legit. You gotta start.
Roll persuasion.
We'll never do that. It's just what I thought. We've done business before.
All right, 91 silver, 12-month contract.
That's a deal. Now that's a deal. All right, he shakes on that. I'm gonna get started. Which plot do I get?
7G.
Okay, you give him a second. Nice. Okay, he's gonna get his little shop.
I'm writing this down.
All right. Yeah, do it. I encourage you to make exquisite detail. Want to know on each character what every little trinket they have. You know what is like on your sword handle, like where the little scrapes from, like from what bat. All that's the more detail is always the better for immersion aspects.
I mean, that was quite literally free money.
Yep.
We have to do nothing to
Nope.
get that.
Nope.
So
That's gonna help offset your maintenance fee.
We need to rent out more of these things
Oh, of course.
to wealthy.
And I'm not gonna have you guys do every single interaction, but this was just an important one because it's your first one as an important
I have
NPC.
a possible example plan. Like we get 4 laborers to shack up together. If they put all their wages together, they could afford 1 rental.
So you're saying
why do we want that?
These bunkhouses?
We don't want
Yeah,
the
we
bare
need-
minimum.
We need either bunkhouses or we have to gentrify the place and like get a whole bunch of rich.
Because I just feel like there's not enough people in town that can afford these
Not
rentals.
yet.
We gotta get
So until
immigrants.
then,
Wait for the
until then,
7-year time
It's only
skip.
been a week.
until then we
It's
have.
only been a week. We don't even have a wall up.
Until then, we pack in a bunch of laborers per house. I mean, because if no one's in it, we're not.
Don't all these
making
people
any
have houses?
I don't know,
They
where-
live here.
Where do they live in?
Everyone lives here already except for the
Where
the
do they
tent
live?
from
Like,
out of
is-
town.
So there's the 10 guys.
Yeah.
They're gonna need a house.
Well, they're going to stay at the inn at exorbitant rates.
The only end.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to charge more than I'm paying them per day, that's for sure.
Silver.
Every single possibility just robs them of all
Yeah.
of their
I
wealth.
don't think they could. They would agree to that.
Well, I mean, they're charged
Maybe it's silver. You charge them with silver.
like 16 copper. How's that?
So they keep. Oh my
So
god,
they
they
lose a copper.
even
Yeah.
in the common room.
Oh,
Okay, the common room for a silver.
Okay.
Yeah, so-
Okay. Yeah. If they want a private room, they'll be running at a small loss.
Oh my god.
They could build up time in the common room to earn a private room for another.
They just treat themselves on the weekend.
Everyone.
They don't have to sleep with Dobbin looking over them when they go over there.
Every once in a while, they can afford to sleep in private.
Yeah. Well, Dobbin's just like crushing like poisonous mushrooms over their head. Alright.
Oh, God.
Okay. Want to do a month time skip?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you still losing money?
No.
No, now we should be making
Yeah.
money.
It's only been a short while that you've been gaining.
Mm.
So we're just gonna say you've made 5 gold pieces, but now you're going to be making much more. Like you had to recoup all your losses.
And that incorporates the in rates.
It does.
5 gold.
Okay. The appointed Jarl has arrived. So this will be an. Oh, we gotta do your charm first.
Yeah.
You got a few. So it's him doing saving throws first.
Yeah,
before
I
it's
believe
even
it was an 18.
That's just good until the end of time. That 18.
Until he breaks it.
I'll just roll a few times then, because he might just be like. Eventually, you stay charmed long enough.
It's like Inception.
You lose.
just
It's
believe
definitely sanity loss. Like you can't blur. Like even when it. Imagine if you're charmed for like 10 years.
It's like a loss
like
of
when it
will.
ends, like how are things just gonna be just a
His brain has changed composition.
All right, he rolled 19 on the first roll, so
Wow.
all of a sudden he's. Oh, you, the spearmen. What have you done with them?
Sharp person.
Okay. Yeah. Fortunately, like there's no one in like vicinity who's not loyal to you already, so it's like it's just a figurehead.
Just weeks of enrapturement.
Yeah. No.
Punctuated by
all,
realization.
It's all fresh in his mind right now.
What?
You're gonna have to spend it all to make sure he's charmed. Otherwise,
But
his
he'll
whole
be
thing
able.
goes up
He'll
to
have like 15 days for the time skip to just recover.
Yeah, I'm gonna
so.
spell burn.
Of course.
You just gotta
So,
get him to a point.
I'm gonna do a total of 6 spell burn.
Okay.
You just gotta get him to a point you as Jarl and then kill him.
Well, or just once the Jarl's in power and he can smooth things over with the Jarl without having to charm him, then the Thane is totally.
Then he's done this. Put him in the forest.
So that's 23.
Okay. So that's he gets like a roll at the time against that.
He gets right now, yeah.
All right, he failed.
All right, then he is charmed again.
Okay, for like a long, like is it
2 weeks.
Okay. And that's against the new of 23.
23. You are my friend.
I know. It's just I'm giving you a lot of time here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he just failed. He needs to crit to get to 23.
Yeah.
So yeah, he is indefinitely a good friend of Artemis now. Yeah. All right. So the new Jarl's arrived.
So that was after another week or?
Well, that I interrupted the month time skip, but it's been.
Well, that first save.
Yes.
Where he broke out of it. That was one day after we stopped.
Yes.
So
okay.
How long after that?
Well, you did your 7 days, right? That was the first time skip, and I said we're gonna do a month.
Right.
And then, however long into the month that was, because you knew.
No.
Oh yeah, it was
He
literally
broke
one
out.
day into the month.
Right.
So it's been 29 days since.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, then I'm back at full.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
The fucking face.
Okay. The new Jarl's arrived. He has his household with him.
How many is that?
Oh, he has like 10 sworn warriors. His wife and children, his servants. He brings about 40 people with him.
Now I should charm all these people, right?
Burn your ass.
There's no downside to this.
Who are you charming?
All of them.
What if they have a wizard in their own?
He still has to roll.
So he's coming into the Great Hall and says, I have the documentation from the king. See, you've been taking good care of the place. The wall looks in good condition. People are returning. You've done well, noble Thane. And you as well. And he points to
While he's talking you. Die.
So I automatically crit, and I get plus 23.
Okay.
So
I didn't get out words.
Enough talk.
So
Enough
that's
talk.
Yeah, I charm up to 100 people at once as long as they're within line
Up
of
to
sight.
100. Did that get bigger?
All right. Well, and here's the thing now.
He rolled so high on it.
There are limitations to charm. If you say you are not the Jarl, I'm the Jarl, all you own belongs to me.
No,
Yeah.
you're
That-
incorrect.
Okay, let's hear it then.
They fall under my complete control.
Is that because
Okay.
you spell burn so much?
That's the max effect.
You went to max effect.
Yeah, because I
Okay,
burned 20
so tell me
points.
more about it.
Burn 20? You
Well,
burned
if they're
20?
equal or less hit dice than me.
Okay.
So if they're at 1 hit dice or lower,
Okay.
they don't even get a save.
Okay. Well, the Jarl and his warriors get saves
Yeah,
then.
they'll probably have to crit.
Yep.
Then based on their intelligence, it's going to be every couple weeks.
Okay.
But other than that, they're under my complete
Alright.
control, and consider me their close friend.
Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Force them all to put their
8,
fingers up their asses.
9. Okay. It appears that none of them were successful.
Of course.
Alright, well. We see who's really been in charge around here.
Old friend.
Yeah.
I don't really want to be the big head honcho. They get assassinated and stuff.
Well, keep the Jarl as he is and be his friend. Or you make Mert the Jarl.
Yep.
Like he
And
should
it's
be.
like, the Jarl gets his cut.
I don't want the
It's
king
it's
poking around like,
No,
why
no.
isn't my guy not in charge?
Yeah.
So we are honored to accept you as the new Jarl.
Right. He can just do his thing in the Great Hall. You'll get a house built that's slightly larger in a different part of town, and then everything's fine.
And a good portion of the taxes
Oh, of course,
find its way over.
Oh yeah.
The tax law that was written already.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be a lot more tax laws.
It was already like that.
Just
Well, that was just for the end.
everything
shakes
is
your hand.
100% tax.
Yeah.
Exactly.
This is the generous stipend for the advisor.
Yep. Okay, so there shouldn't be any difficulties.
No.
Yep.
I could take his wife if I wanted.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I am chaos, Phil!
I would probably
That's-
give them both a bonus so it's
Mm-hmm.
Bonds of love.
because complete command, close friend actually would warp that a little bit because he still has to see you somehow in the context of his friend, and I don't think he'd.
Some friends do that.
Yeah, I know, but they're secretive about it. You wouldn't be able to just openly.
Oh yeah.
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 Okay.
Okay. That was good.
Yep. So you're only able to do this with the time skip situations, pretty much. I think because you did 20 points of spell burn just
Yeah,
now, so
yeah.
that puts your stats pretty low, I'm sure.
5, 5, 7.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
How do
7 years.
we get XP?
Well,
That's what the Adventurers
you,
Guild
you,
is for.
you hit the pause button on that. This
Yeah.
is actually worth some XP. It's just a small amount of
You
XP.
can't
Yeah.
get both money and XP at the same time.
Yeah.
It's
Dobbins-
impossible.
Only by adventuring.
Only by
Yeah.
doing the actual
You
thing.
die.
All right. I will permit a time skip up to 6 months.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
Dobbins just gathering in the
Well,
forest.
and that's transferring to agriculture at this point.
Oh, sure.
You will start to get
Oh, yeah.
that taken.
Agriculture
Yeah.
and trade routes. We
And
just said
and
that
fishing,
series.
yeah, all
Yeah.
that slowly kind of returning on its own accord. The hidden hand of capitalism.
Mm-hmm.
Captain Protector.
Yep. All right, you want to do your 6 months?
Sure.
Okay. We'll say even if any of the Jarl's people broke the saving throw, the prosperity and comfort of the arrangements right now has given no opposition to the system. So, okay. So we'll come back at the end of the 6 month time skip next session.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna find out how your cleric's quest went.
Bag of bones. comes
Yeah,
out.
you're long dead.
How do they even know to send it back there? Who cares? Like, who does he know? That's funny.
Where does he belong?
The carrot man comes back with the bones.
There you go. Somehow he survived.
Okay. You may each add 1,500 gold to your private reserve. Each. Yep.
1,500.
Yes.
Dude, I
By
told
armor,
you.
we can be full plated,
Yep.
and we can get some people to do our bidding.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Well, holy shit.
Oh no, 6 months, 1,000 gold. 1,000 gold. Temporary a little bit. Yep. That's still that 3,000 gold increase. It's pretty good.
Mark gets nothing.
Oh yeah, he's a
a
ghost in the
vapor.
wind.
Myrtle
He betrayed
gets-
us. He betrayed us.
He's been working in the smithy. Okay, and Phil, let's get the D30 for your quest.
We're gonna have to put some new smithing
Yeah.
tax laws in place.
21.
Because you also have wealth that's not measured in gold right now. Like well, as far as like all of your assets
Friendship.
are not literally in gold right now.
The property.
Right.
Yeah.
That's just what you. Yeah. Okay. 21.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to know what happens.
Yes.
To this poor man.
Well,
You died
he made it to.
21 feet outside of town.
I had like 3 brackets, so
Right.
you're actually in the top, the upper bracket, but not the best result.
Top tier.
Okay. He made it to Altstead. The mule guy survived too.
Well,
You had good luck on the roads.
Lots of carrots, I hope.
He presented the ring to the Grand Cleric, kind of the regional leader for Amantur, who said that he himself did not understand the significance of this ring, but that is in line with the principles of Amantur, that we are not meant to understand all things, and that each day is a challenge to try and solve the riddle. So he gave you like a benediction and a blessing of Amantur, saying that whatever disfavor you have done, you are clearly making amends for it. So, what are your current penalties right now for that character?
Let's see. My spell check
Yes.
is -14. It looks like.
God, that's debilitating. Okay. Any other penalties, or is
No.
that only on spell check? You get -4 to
Oh,
like
-4 to all
rolls.
my rolls. Yeah.
Okay, that has been lifted.
Okay. What? -14? I have no idea how that happened. I'm trying to remember.
Difficult to
Every time you appeal to
You
him.
failed the divine aid, which was -10.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
the -10, and the
And then
-4 gave
-4
me.
is
Yeah, so
from
I'm at
his
-10
request.
right now. Yeah.
Okay, your quest is solved.
How did you get back to -10?
Each
you
day I
mean
think I
X
recover
zero?
a little.
Yeah.
I recover a little bit each day. I think I can't recall exactly how
Oh.
it works.
Well, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
So
Or I can sacrifice
So-
people.
So you're gonna just put yourself back as your vanilla cleric.
Mhm.
You've so -10's gone.
Okay.
You've spent all this time to get back to where you once were from that hole that you dug yourself in. And you will remain in Altstead, provided that Dobbin survives.
Dobbin
Yeah,
dies.
until Dobbin dies.
And then depending on when or if that ever happens, you are ready. You might have an XP surge depending on if everyone's like level 6 with that time or not.
Oh my
so
God.
He gave Dobbin 10 gold when he left. He's like pitying this poor fool.
Yeah, that
Now
was a nice
Dobbin has
that was a nice act of
1,000
charity.
gold.
That was a nice
Somehow.
that was a good gesture of charity.
He's the town executioner.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, that's
he
the
must
right
be.
way.
Yes,
You know,
he's
certainly
as sure as you guys
Yeah.
keep writing new laws,
Yeah,
there's,
yeah.
crimes that cannot be overlooked.
Right.
You ventured into the forest. that is the Jarl's forest.
Right.
Oh, because you're making it all set to go for your
Yeah, we
old
gotta
gauntlet.
build the starting
Yeah.
area.
Oh my God. So Dobbin's probably lopped off a few heads here and there. Okay. But he's done it with a clear conscience.
That's lawful.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I forgot that.
Make his way back to Lawful this way.
Okay.
Executioner.
And you guys gained 1 XP per month of that fast travel, so 6 XP.
So close.
Yep.
So close.
You are on the brink of level 2.
And I've never been involved in a combat. Oh no, there was the centaurs.
And the wolf.
And the bandits.
You're right.
Yep. So you've been involved.
I've been in it. I'm a seasoned adventurer.
Yep. Mert's gonna be like, how many tallies did I get?
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll get a lot. He'll get a lot. I'll give him his tallies.
Is that hidden knowledge? What
That
tallies are
that's
He's
so
looking right now.
way back. He is looking way back in Herit when you guys did your first like 5-day time skip. He sent me on Signal everything he wanted to be doing during that. And the main thing is he just wants to keep working on smithing. And so I said, all right, every so often I'll give you a chance to roll a smithing D20, and if you get a certain amount, you add a tally. You get a certain amount of tallies, and you'll improve your smithing in a significant way. It's just his preferred activity for time skips. So he's going to be working in the smith all these 6 months, I'm sure. And maybe he'll be able to build you guys' airship, someday.
Or armor.
Yeah. All right.
He can build his armor.
Right.
If he still likes
armor. That's a good idea, because actually an artisan to actually create really advanced armors like that are very rare. So
see, we are a separate force than he is.
Right.
So I don't know if he would work with another force.
Yeah.
That's the thing we have to keep in mind.
But maybe I think you should give him a chance that he's actually seen the prosperity that your long-term plan is. I mean,
but see, I don't know if he'd be on board with the bringing monsters to the forest.
That might, you'll have to have a discussion with him.
Gotta boom the population.
If he ever comes to the Great Hall.
He hates it.
Yeah.
That is a house of death to him.
He's willing to never speak to us again.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I think we find like an area that has all these sort of dire rats and shit, and we somehow make like some sound thing that causes them to go insane and just rush to our forest. That's what we got.
Really, we need someone to research them. We need to pay someone who knows about them.
We need to start like a farm,
like some kind of lure.
Some Pied Piper who can just bring all the monsters of the world.
We gotta domesticate.
See, maybe when I'm level 2, I'll learn like animal summon or something. Yeah. I can just summon all these.
I feel like it's a trap. Like you just lure them in, put them in a pit. It's like fish in a barrel. You kill them, you level up.
That's pretty good.
The creatures?
Yeah. You lure them into a trap.
Oh my goodness.
And we set the entire forest on fire and just, it all dies.
And then you do an 8-year time skip for the trees to regrow.
We do it again.
It's like hunting, but like in a safari or something.
It's a controlled hunt.
It's a controlled hunt.
Yeah. And then we're level 10.
Yeah.
What great deeds did you do, warrior? We killed rats in a pit.
Well, they created the greatest system that was ever known.
Especially if I could summon the rats. Yeah. And then we just summon them in the pit.
Firebomb.
Yeah. Over and over and over, and that's our day job.
We just have a
and
boulder.
We're taking in all these thousands of gold from the town. It's perfect.
We just make a racket. The Adventurers Guild serves to give us money.
That's what it's for.
Eventually, there will be trouble, but right now it's all prosperity.
How dare you?
All prosperity.
Stop ruining our fun.